With that, it is time for D&D. Hello everybody, welcome to the stream today. My name is SenseiSuplex, and today we have the likes of episode 14 for the likes of Secrets in the Sands. Hope you guys are ready to go, and hope you're ready for a wild, fantastical time of shenanigans and more. It's going to be a great session as per usual, but for those of you guys who don't know, we're going to be doing a D&D giveaway at the end of these streams, so make sure to actually tune into that towards the end. I'm going to try to fix this camera later down the line, but hey, just what it is for now. But besides that, no announcements really for the game. Let's get straight into it, and let's go talk to the players. Special shoutouts. Well, there was one announcement. For those of you guys who are on Twitch, for those of you guys who are on YouTube, appreciate each and every single one of you guys. But if you want to ever have, if you want to help support us, the best place to watch is most likely YouTube over on there, as you guys are helping count towards the watch hour, so we can eventually get partnered on that sort of platform. So much appreciated, but choose whichever platform you like the most and go from there to enjoy this awesome D&D campaign. I'll put YouTube and the links for over there, and yeah, let's go unmute and let's go talk to the players. Oh, and I guess also while you're at it, if you ever want Project Aurora merch and all that stuff, go make sure to check back down, scroll down on your little screen over on the Twitch side of things. You'll see the panels and more where it says apparel, and you guys will have your opportunity to be able to go check out any of that sort of stuff, especially now that things are getting a lot warmer as it's May and all that good stuff. So yeah, go check that out below. All right, let's undeafen. Hello?
Share. Oh.
What?
Oh,
Nothing.
I think he's.
I just came back. You said share, and you're reaching out towards the screen. This is like, give me.
Or was he talking about share the singer?
Yeah.
What?
Don't ask questions.
What?
You know, you never heard of share?
No, actually, I have not.
Oh wow.
How do you spell it?
S-H-E-R.
S-H-E-R.
Yeah, share.
Yeah, share.
How do you guys not have heard share?
I know Cher.
I know her. Lovely lady.
I know of.
I seen Titanic.
Sure is spelled with a C, not an S.
That's what I said.
You said S.
I thought you said S.
Okay, listen, I was in an accident. Give me a fucking break, okay?
No, you said S, bro. And I'm looking over here. I'm like, that's not a singer.
Listen here, guys. Okay,
I
you're
got
all
something
listening.
completely different.
Title's kicking in. Leave him alone.
I'm like, this is a movie about romance and action. I don't think this is what Ducky was referring to.
There has many forms.
Apparently, they are that powerful.
I just really enjoy rom-coms.
Fair enough.
Why do you think Ilva and Creelan's a thing? You know, romance action.
Exactly.
Related. You are just a Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Oh man. Alright, y'all. Let's get started. Let's play some D&D. But first off, maybe I can get the music bot to stop or yelling at me. Okay, let's do this. Everybody's into Foundry, correct?
Yes.
I'm in.
Alrighty, well, y'all, you know what time it is. I need each and every one of you all to gather around the table. Let me tell you all a Voden fable. To gather around for the tale of these survivors. Now this, my friends, be the fable of a looming corruption and that of the mysteries within. This is the infamous tale, the secrets in the sands, and the legendary tale, the soul bow. Be here, where we'd pick back up on our tale as we'd find our heroes in the aftermath of the Grim Alice battle. After fighting her with all their strength, she, however, was able to escape, but not without leaving a trail. Ilva, our human cleric, would travel to the ethereal plane and find remnants of the hag and use it for a scrying spell. Later, thanks to our Yanti witch and Phoebe. Before they could do so, however, they'd need to figure out a way to ascend from the water-filled greenhouse. And through a bit of coordination, druidic magic and more, our heroes would rise up to their freedom from this strange domain. When it came to the water elementals, however, one by one they'd all be freed, and they'd all be stored into a bag of holding to make sure that they could be transported to the likes of the Oasis. Those, however, who were not able to fit were carried and picked up into water barrels not too far from. Now, upon them making the exit out of the ruins, though, the heroes would be met with the new keepers of the realm, and individuals known as Keeper Camino, Keeper Cass, and Keeper Raya, explaining that the original Keeper in Kaz had been exiled. These were his astral replacements for Vodun. With a bit of quick discussion and questioning, the heroes would head out back to their Oasis home. That is, until others had plans for something else. Ilva would seek to find Grim Alice and not let her flee so easily. To find, capture, and question would be her mission. But she would not try to do so alone, as she'd ask if Phoebe were to accompany her. With the decision on the line, whether this mission will be successful or not, well, we'll have to find out in session 14 of Secrets in the Sands. And that, my friends, let us pick back up where we left off, and let us go back to the Desert Realm. The new little smaller map for a little bit of a representation of what you guys are seeing at the moment. Not exactly, obviously, but it's relatively close. Let me show you all. Alright, you'll love this map. You'll love that map name. Alright. So, as we pick back up with that, let me hopefully get this music box working, so then it will do this instead.
Nice.
Fuck this name.
Peace all. Alright. There you go. Oh, and Mr. got stuff from your mic. Thank you. Alrighty, so as we look back towards our heroes, it seems to be as we look directly towards the likes of Ilva and Phoebe. As Ilva, you find yourself casting the spell of Phantom Steed, and you begin to finish up the small sort of casting of the spell, and although it takes a minute, you're able to do so without too many or prying eyes looking towards you. Phoebe, as this is sort of happening, you see as Ilva begins to step onto these ever strange and almost ethereal drakes, the scaled beasts begin to look around at all of their surroundings, massive in size, but enough for you to be able to step on if you wished. You notice as Ilva steps onto one of the beasts, and as this is sort of happening, the rest of you all begin to look over as the arcane spell is unleashed. And eventually you notice one by one that you're lacking a couple of people. You turn around and you see as you carry these giant water barrels, as Ilva is hopping onto one of these scaled drakes and looking towards Phoebe to get on. But ultimately the choice is yours. Phoebe, what do you say? What do you do?
Phoebes, are we reckoning?
I think we should stay.
You want to do that instead? Sure.
I think we should do it maybe later. Not, well, right now is just not a good time to do it.
Sure.
Alright, so, that being said, Phoebe, as you have a bit of hesitation on pretty much on you, you look over and you're able to notice that there's something holding her back, but you're not entirely sure why. You question it, Ilva, or what do you say?
It's hard to do that when you know the reason. No, I'm gonna just play like super cool. You know how like when people get rejected and they try to like play it off super cool. So it's gonna be something like that.
Yeah, like totally. We can. I totally want to do it later. It's like,
Yeah, I just summoned
this.
I just summoned
have to do
the
it
seed
now.
so
That's
you know
cool.
your princess like you wouldn't have to walk. That's all. I was just thinking about your feet. That's all.
Not like I like you or anything.
Yeah, I just did it just out of kindness. Like I just thought maybe you look tired. You know, I mean you look tired. So I
Yeah,
mean,
it's not like we're dying or starving.
Yeah.
Thirsty.
So yeah, just hop on and just like rest and stuff. You know, that's cool.
Imagine this is all in character. No, I'm kidding.
Are we?
Absolutely.
I just imagine
There
we're
you
in a
go,
dis-
alright.
we're in a distance like.
I just start pointing to my stomach, just signaling, just not really saying anything, but just
It's mine.
head movements. You know, I'm not trying to be, but I'm really. Are you coming? Are we both just gonna eat first? You know, just get
Just
some.
yeah, whatever's cool, whatever you want. Yeah.
All right, yeah, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, you know, if you need anything, I'm always here for you. You know that, right? You know that, right? Yeah.
Right, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
that's so kind.
Okay,
And
yeah.
out of nowhere.
Yeah. That's just who I am. You know, as
I know.
on the inside, deep inside.
I
It's me.
felt that.
Everything okay?
He's just here. Well, keep in mind, yeah, you can probably
Shut up,
explain that
Stewie!
My feet hurt. I'm fine.
I could turn into a horse again if you want.
This isn't about you.
I am very sorry.
Sensei.
one. Oh wait, oh god, what
See
happened to your token? Hold on.
background.
Hold on, I got
It's breaking apart like my heart. So
Oh shit! What
Ah!
happened?
you. Oh no.
Oh hell nah, Elva turned into 2 again.
And now she's 1.
Anger Elva.
Indeed.
I
So,
wear my heart on my sleeve.
question: Are you guys? So, what exactly are you doing here? Are you? Yeah, what are you guys doing? Are you heading back on the Drakes? Are you heading? Yeah, explain what
I've
you guys
already,
are doing.
yeah. So basically, I just act super cool, and so I just summoned this wonderful Drake thing for her, so she don't have to walk. And we're just gonna nonchalantly just catch up to the group. That's it. Just very nonchalantly.
You got it. Nothing conspicuous at all.
Absolutely nothing. Yeah. Nope. We're all. It was just. I just saw her, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna do something really nice, and that was it. That's it. Yeah.
All part of the plan.
You got it. You begin to
That's what
catch
they all
up
say.
catch up to the rest of the sort of party. As you begin to do so, you eventually look over as, now granted, none of you have seen Ilva cast the spell, and for those who weren't necessarily paying attention, it's up to you on whether your character was or not, but you just see as these massive sort of Drake individuals have just appeared and they're right beside you, and holy shit, you look pretty cool, but where the hell
So
did they
cool.
come from? So
Were those
these-
just hiding in your pocket the whole time? What's up with that?
Yeah. You know, just yeah. It's something I can do.
What the-
Yeah.
You know
It's
what?
quite extraordinary.
That's pretty sick, you know? That's
Mm,
quite
mm.
really cool.
I got inspiration from your lines, so I just thought, you know, I wanted to do it too. So yeah.
I'm usually a very good inspiration.
Mhm.
Wait, oh, wait, hold on. I got a book for this. You see his makeup pulls out the book. What exactly is that thing called?
Just a super cool ethereal Drake. Yeah.
He writes it down. Super cool ethereal Drake.
Oh my god.
And writes an exclamation point.
If you ever want one, just let me know. Just say that, and I'll know exactly what you want.
I would love that, and I need you to tell me everything about it. It's very, very important.
Yeah, maybe I can even teach you it. Yeah.
Hell yeah, alright. He's gonna just sort of trek back a little bit, and he's gonna, if you allow him, he's gonna just talk your ear off about this thing.
Yeah. Just distract me from just the heartbreak that has happened. Just
Oh no. So,
She's like,
man.
Girls
She
don't
went on a
cry.
date with Zale, but not me.
I don't know who fucking called me that, but I'm not a goddamn nerd. Looks at my drawing.
Nerd.
I just like animals and monsters. I think they're kind of badass. Anyways, so that said, while that's all occurring, is there anything you guys are saying or talking about on your way to the desert? Or not the desert. You're already in the desert. Anything to
Whoa,
the
we're
oasis.
already here.
Damn, we're really that fast. Oh, Krillin, I would like to speak to
I
you.
can't see a background. All I see is the empty
Alright,
void
where-
of Ilva's heart. Because you know it's broken. But no, in seriousness, I can't see anything. It's just black for me.
Wait, really?
Blind occupi.
Well, I can see the
Uh,
tokens. I just can't see the sand.
That's weird.
We're basically in a floating
just
void.
turn off your oculi.
Oh yeah, hold on real quick.
You're looking through the sands right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try this. Let's go to let's go to... Go on an adventure. Alright, so you're gonna get loaded into a dark map, like literally nothing's there. And then I'm gonna re-bring you into this map. If it still occurs, then you can just exit and jump back in.
I'll just deal with it for now. It might
Imagination.
Alright, don't worry, I'll be very descriptive with everything.
So yeah, I want you to describe every grain of sand in full detail.
As you begin to
Okay.
walk, you begin to feel the sand course almost everywhere. It is horrific. None of you have, well, though you have the likes of warm attire, bait or ready to handle the beating heat of the sun. It strikes down upon you, but regardless, your soul is able to carry you through. As you stand triumphantly throughout the likes of this mountainous desert, endless sands abundant. Continue forth, trekking along as Ezrin would do exactly the same. Zale, how does your character feel about this moment?
Oh my god, there's just so much, it's just,
I need you to describe in excruciating detail how you feel about this moment. And when you're doing that, no, I'm kidding.
So anyways,
you
Creelan.
can think about that, but anyway, seriously, Creelan, go for it.
We are really, they say, hurting for supplies right now. I have an idea, if you wouldn't mind lending me your talents.
Ah, how can I help?
We would like to see about a survey, see if we can find any wildlife that we can use for subsistence, or at least any other plant life that can be used again. Somehow, remember when we prepared the meal and what was it called? Butter came about from the cactus? I believe we'd be able to use this strange magic to at least gain more substance.
Strange magics. Yes, that was interesting. But yeah, I will need your guidance about wildlife. I normally track humans and other sentient beings, and I'll spin around and I wouldn't even know where to look.
Yes, I do have an issue. I do have a solution for that. Zero, if you don't mind, if you would be my guide for at least a certain consciousness. It's a lot to explain. And I will use my wild shape to cast Find Familiar, and I will make the hawk.
You got it. Let me see if I can go find it. I might have to make another token for him because I deleted a lot of stuff.
Sorry version for each animal, just for serious,
No, we actually did. Like a long while ago.
I came prepared.
I don't think I have the token because I deleted everything, but we'll see if this one... Nah, we got a normal hawk for right now. So, regardless, as you can decide... I'm sorry! It deleted! I cleared it out so you guys could load in with it without it taking 10 years.
It's not even a circle, it's a square!
Fuck!
What did they do to my boy? I'm kidding.
I'll fix it later. I'll work on it. Anyways, what would you like to do? As you see as the astral hawk begins to slowly apparate and form, after you cast a spell, you see as it sort of appears perched up amongst your shoulder, looking out, ready for whatever task that you would seek to give it.
Julian, if you would like to meet one of your feathered companions, he will guide you for the search. If I will use his sight and command him mentally to help navigate.
I'll look at the hawk. I'll look at the dragon that just so popped out of nowhere behind me. I'll look at the hawk again. And I would like to compare the flying speeds of what I think each should be.
Well,
Which one looks faster?
the drake itself... Oh, faster? Well, flying speed, the drakes don't have wings or anything like that, so...
You can jump super cool, though.
It can jump pretty cool.
Oh.
But you can guess that it's not really capable of flight unless, it just starts walking in the sky for whatever reason, right? When it comes to the bird itself, you being a Aarakocra, I'd say this, just make a nature check with advantage. This is more so to see whether it would be faster than you or relatively the same speed. Nature check with advantage. 8. We'll take the first one, sadly. You gauge that even if it was faster than you, you're just going to try harder, and you're going to try to become faster than it. So, you know.
Okay. I'll look back at disappointment at the Drake and start flapping my wings.
I want to race Krillin.
I am 10 feet in the air.
It's just a matter of survival, not competition.
I'm upset. Don't worry. Never mind. I'm fine.
She really is the face.
Was it something that I said about the Drake? I'm just really.
No,
really
you're fine, dude. You're okay. It's fine.
What is
It's
happening?
a stupid Krillin.
Okay, just stick to my
What?
side, please.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll send a hawk. I'll mentally command it to at least fly about, I think 300 feet will do. It just goes 300 feet in the air, and it'll start at least surveying the area, seeing for any wildlife or any other plants.
Got it. So as
And
a
I'll
sort of,
motion for Krillin to follow it.
gotcha.
I'm
So
at
if
pace.
you're looking for plants specifically, or just anything in general.
So while the hawk reaches the 300 feet limit, I'll put my shoulders to Zale and just ask him to please guide me, and we will let us continue the check on. At least do this
So
as a
you
side
want me to
project.
hold your hand? That's nice. That's
Yes.
cute. I like it.
I don't want to check on in this sense. Thank you. And
Now-
I will let my vision and hearing go to the hawk. So now I have his eyes and ears.
Now, question. This is something. Krillin, how far up do you go up? Do you chase after the bird?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. As you begin to do so, you notice once more that it's at about 120 feet, 80, 100, and you notice as, man, this is for some reason a lot harder to do than usual and than it should be. You're noticing that you're having to exert a lot more sort of energy in flapping your wings as you go higher and higher and higher. You grow more tired, strangely enough. You look around, and with your passive perception, you're able to notice this, but you see as the feathers amongst your wings are slowly beginning to sort of seep off, beginning to almost kind of like shed even. Very strange. And each black feather that begins to fall down becomes even harder and harder to continue this sort of path. That being said, choice is yours on whether you want to push yourself, almost straining yourself in the process, or you want to kind of try to keep it lower to the ground. You're not entirely sure what it is though, and what's the reasoning for it.
I'm gonna drop down just a little bit, where if it's not falling rapidly off, very, very reasonable amount of feather fall off, I think I can deal with. But I still want to be a bit high up. But I don't want to like go instant bald. So I'm going to drop down and maintain some altitude though.
All right, so we'll say you're around safe amount, be 120, 150 feet. You can still see the hawk easily enough, but you're kind of just trailing it off to the side. That being said, both of you can make, so with the hawk, you can make a perception check. I believe you have advantage. Greenland, you can also make a perception check with advantage.
What's a hawk sheet?
24. Can I give you access to it? I might be able to just give you access. Configure permissions, serious, owner. Boom. All right, you can just search up hawk and you'll be able to find it. If you don't want to worry about that right now, just roll 2d20 and then you're gonna add 4.
Well, that didn't do anything.
Incredible.
So just roll 2d20. You're good. See if you can find anything more than that.
Okay. Plus 4.
12. Alrighty, so, and not much more than what Krillin can see. Now, you have a higher sort of gaze towards it, but with your 12, you do look up, and you see a couple of things. Well, first, I'm explaining the extraordinary things, and then I'm explaining if you find any plants. Extraordinary things that you find is up towards the sky. You still see that little purple light far, far away in the likes of past this giant world tree in your sort of sight. You're not entirely sure why it's shining. You're not entirely sure what it is, but it's still doing so. Past that, you look over and you actually do see some winged individuals. They're very far out, to be fair. Almost miles even. But there seems to be several of them, dozens. You're not entirely sure what that is about, but they seem to almost be flying in the likes of... Well, I'll tell you what, make an insight check. This is you, Sirius, make an insight check. 10. They seem to be circling one another, however many individuals there are. You're not entirely sure what they're doing. You're not sure whether they're just talking, they're fighting, they're aggressive, or they're passive. You're not sure, but they're circling around one another, and this is, again, a couple of miles out. Past that, well, things that you guys see regarding plant-wise, there are a couple of cacti out there. It seems to be some in your immediate vicinity that you can sort of take a little bit of a detour and be able to find easily enough. There is roughly a sort of a small patch of them, not too far. It would be closer towards the east portion of this sort of, the direction compared to that you're heading right now. So it's a little bit of a detour, but not too far of one.
And with keen sight, I know which way is our base.
Yeah, you'd know your base would be, if you're talking about cardinal directions, it is, I believe, northeast, kinda.
Small detour and... Okay, still sight and hearing are with the hawk, but I would just say aloud, I'll point over towards that direction to where the cactus are, and just have it move.
Alright. So, with that, as you begin to point out towards it, you will notice, or Creelan, you will notice as these hawk has sort of stopped flapping its or it's flapping its wings, but it's sort of hovering for a moment, and eventually I'd assume that you kind of begin to fall down a little bit to kind of Creelan's height to be able to convey any bit of information, have him point.
I had Creelan just follow it, so I'll just have the hawk kind of like beeline for that direction.
You got it. So as it's beelining towards the direction, Creelan, do you chase after it?
Monk speed. I'm going to try to come even with it in terms of just to make sure I'm fast enough.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Creelan, make a dexterity check. Sirius, just make a dexterity check. All right. While you guys are doing that, I'm gonna load you guys into this map. Ooh, 19. Well, not bad. You begin to fly with a breakneck speed, trying to use the key and the air around you, manipulating it for a brief moment to send yourself in a hurry and a haste. As you begin to do so, you look up and above, and you're almost eclipsing it. You have to sort of stop yourself as you remember the mission and what's going on, that, hey, you're following it. Not entirely sure what it's seen, whether it's a dangerous threat or something that's useful. Regardless, are you guys following the hawks, or is it just a Creelan and this individual or this little animal's thing?
No, I send the hawk over, so Creelan and the hawk are kind of far off, and I'll just say aloud to the rest of the group that I have seen if I found some sort of something we can use for substance. Let's at least follow my familiar.
Like I said, as you guys begin to do so, you gather forth, unless there's any objections. Alright, so as you guys do, you gather forth and begin to head and travel into this general location. Let me go grab this map then. Alright, boom. This. Use this. Alright, and give me 1 second. Oh god.
Oh god.
All your tokens are sort of bunched up together, and it's very scary. It is. Here, I'm just gonna show you.
It became an eldritch horror.
Look at this. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh.
Oh man. All right,
We
so
are one.
you two begin here first. I'm gonna move these guys all around, just spread you out a little bit. Bam, 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 bam. Oh my god, I got a fucking army. All right, cool. And where's Ova?
You mean where's Phoebe?
Where's Silva?
No, where's
Oh,
Ova?
I
I,
don't
see,
see
I,
Phoebe.
I see my token. I don't see Phoebe's.
Where the hell
I
is
want to see
your token?
Phoebe. I want to see Phoebe.
They
Oh
must
shit,
be
you're on
stepping
top
on
there. What the fuck? Your tokens were on top of one another. I was like, what the hell? Ova was hiding. All right. So, you two, Creelan and this Hawk individual will get here first, but this is just to give a visual representation. Looking around and about, it seems to be that this area, again, just like the rest of the Forbidden Expanse, it's barren. Not too much to it besides these occasional twigs, the occasional cacti, and more. A couple of stones, but not too much of anything interesting from what you see. Looking around, area is safe and secured. Do you land?
Land a hawk on the trees, on a withered tree.
Alright, you got it. Is it enough as you begin to do so? Kind of landed as it begins to perch off to the side. Freeland, as it begins to drop down almost closer towards the ground, I assume you follow it. And looking about, eventually. Oh, good?
I said, yep. Except that tree looks a little tiny, so this one looks a bit bigger. Now land on that one.
Alright. As you begin to do so, you perch yourself onto this sort of spiky tree. Now, granted, it hurts a lot, but you can't really show pain. That said, you look around and you wait for your allies to arrive, and as they eventually do, it seems that there are dozens of cactus or cacti out for you guys to grab and more. Looking around again, no signs of danger. Creelan hasn't mentioned anything about it, so you guys seem to be safe for the time being. What do you all say, and what do you all do?
I'll look around, let's start small. Find the smallest cacti, which I think is here. And you see me like stretch, and then quickly unsheath 2 scimitars, one in each hand. Look at the left one, look at the right one. The one in my right hand, nope, left hand is the +1 scimitar. I'm just gonna like reach way back out, like almost doing a T-pose, bending all the way back with each scimitar, and then do a scissor cut to see which one of the scimitars is sharper, and make a scissor cut on the cactus.
You got it. As you begin to do so, a slice and another slice seems to be the right one. Definitely the right one. As that one was able to, how you say, require less effort, and even a bit of less precision needed. As you begin to do so, the 2 sides fall onto the ground for you to be able to use for later.
Good. I'll sheath both of them, pick up the slice of the cactus and just look at it and turn it over and just wait for the party, because they'll know a bit better how to handle that. I'll just wait for everyone else.
Now, question is, are you all trying to just, for the sake of brevity, are you guys just pretty much going to take every single cactus here, just start slashing, and then, grabbing your stuff?
Yep.
It's very important that it will be in the middle of it, supervising.
Alright. You got
Touching
it.
like-
all of us.
Just it was like
Alright. So, in the meantime, you guys can move your tokens and more as you're all going about that. If you want to dedicate, let's just do this. For those of you who are cutting up the cactuses or cacti, make some survival checks for me.
I.
This is
go
more
to
so to
Phoebe
see
and
exactly how much you guys get.
I asked for Phoebe's
All right.
knife. May I please borrow your knife, Phoebe?
Yeah, just make sure there's no more blood on it, okay?
Well, I guarantee you, I will not use this for any sort of violent means.
Alright.
And there's
Oh,
blood.
Pull out the dagger. There's blood on it. No, I'm kidding. You're fine. How the fuck? It's more so. Nah, I'm not gonna go that far. Never mind. I thought of a joke of like, okay, as soon as you hand it to Sirius, there's no blood, and then, but as soon as Phoebe grabs it, yes, shit's covered in blood, bro.
I look to my arm, it's bleeding. It's like,
Oh man. All right, so Sirius, that's a 20. Freeland, that's a 13.
Animus crashed.
Oh no! Oh no! You sliced him. You killed him, Phoebe. Fuck!
Oh no! I didn't mean to.
Good, finally he's out of the picture.
Oh man. Yeah, so the overlay will be fixed in a minute. But for the time being, Zale, are you? You said you're gonna be slicing some cactuses or cacti up. Make a survival check if you're doing it.
Oh yeah.
16. Actually, you'll have a. We'll chalk it up to one roll for the NPCs, and we'll have Mako do it. Why not?
Hell, fucking Animus.
What did he say?
He said help. He said help in the chat.
What happened?
Where is he? He says he's in another dimension.
I'm in another dimension. What the fuck? He's in the shadow realm. Alright.
Hell
This motherfucker.
We'll get to that in a minute. Anyways, so with your couple rolls all tied together, I'll tell you guys in a bit how much you are all able to gather. But first things first, you look over and you notice as there are a bit of stars beginning to slowly coalesce and beginning to almost gather forth. Although you're probably the first one to notice as you look off to the side, and over here something is forming. Eventually, it's almost as if like a small sort of vortex of astral light before eventually begins to form into a humanoid figure and shape. You, I'll see this individual.
I'm a guy in Baldium.
Alright. Do you actually? You can if you want.
No, I don't know. I was like, if it's Kara, like I was kind of want to, but it's
Nope, it's this guy.
If it's Kara's, yes. If it isn't,
I got him going. Look at that mask. Oh,
suspicious activity!
So as you look over, you see as this individual. I'm not gonna use the voice mod. It's gonna crash my shit. But you see as the individual looks over, kind of notices as everybody's going to town, slashing at some cacti. I'm gonna be like, well, this is peculiar, but I am here to take the one that you call C21X, or Farmer. Just simple business. I hope all of you are doing well and your adventures are going good, I guess. Why are you doing it so violently? He's gonna look over to Creelan.
Showcase you're muted.
There you go.
Krillin, the creepy man in the mask, is talking to you.
Oh, I'm a little too busy inspecting the knives and the cactus. You can't do this gently. At least, you shouldn't. It's the better way, yes?
Meanwhile, Sirius is just taking their absolute time, you know, being fine and delicate with it.
I'm going for the higher stem, so that way it will just continue to grow after I finish cutting it.
Zale, actually, I guess this is the point of reference. So, Sirius, that's what you're doing here. I'm just gonna drag your token to a random cacti or cactus. Zale, how are you cutting up these things?
Oh no, I didn't think this far. Yeah?
Describe how Zale is going to town.
So obviously, Dagger, you know, favorite Dagger, he's like slowly cutting off like. Are they called pines or are they called needles? I think they're needles.
I know what you're
Needles.
talking about, so I don't know. Needles.
Yeah,
The
he's
needles,
cutting
of
off the
course.
needles, and as soon as the cactus is barren with needles, he's going to town.
It's like, and then just starts slashing.
Yeah, basically.
And I come on. Oh wait, one more second. Oh yeah. Oh no, I was gonna tell you to carry the juices, but they're already spent.
What?
I'm
What's
gonna take.
wrong?
Is there water in the cactus?
Yes, there is.
I'm gonna take a handful and at least get some of it.
Easy peasy. As you do so, with this big old cactus, you're able to get enough pretty much for yourself. Like be able to drink it up without having, what do you call it? Without basically having to add it to the collection and more for it to all be pulled together. So, with that, Sirius, you don't need to drink any water for the day. You're able to resist any exhaustion levels. But the rest of you, well, as you gather that sort of thing, is there anything else you'd do?
I notice everyone else that drink some of the cactus juice.
Okay, well, if it tells me, I'm gonna do it.
Alright. As you do, as you do. Elva, you're sort of directing everybody, I assume, on top of the Drake. Phoebe, are you doing the same, or anything else?
A lot of hand signals going out.
You got it. Oh, man.
I get some cactus juice and move over to Ilva.
I try and protect the
I'm
Pokemon
gonna
here.
collect all of the needles or the pine thingies, sharp thorns of the
Needles,
cactus.
needles, they're needles, yeah.
Got it. As you're collecting a couple, you have a handful. You can mark that down in your character sheet or whatever. And there you go. So, in the meantime, I need...
do they also get bloody?
I don't know. But I will need Phoebe and Ilva to make a perception check for me.
I can't. I'm not in Foundry.
Did you get into Foundry?
Yeah, I mean, I can't. It's not working right now.
Was it not? Really?
It's lagging. It's lagging for me a lot.
I'll roll for both of us.
Okay.
Sir.
Probably close out your browser entirely and then try to open it up and see if that works.
Oh shit. Okay.
I don't see you loaded in, so you're not glitched in. That's weird. Alright, 24, and then for the time being, Ilva, if you want to just roll a d20.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Alright.
Oh, use me a regular one?
Yeah, it was just a d20, so I'm just gonna take the general roll. So 19,
Gotcha.
boom, 17. Yeah, you guys are able to see this easily enough. So, as this is beginning to occur, you're not necessarily focused on striking out, plants and all that stuff. But you look out and about, and the sky is gray or a lot more gray than usual. And you notice as it's a bit colder than usual.
Cloudy with a chance of astro zombies?
No, not that bad. But as you're sort of talking, Phoebe and Ova, you're kind of looking over towards one another, and you see as you can see each other's breath. It's that cold for some strange reason. Not entirely sure what that's all about. That said, Ilva, with your 24, you do notice as the hell, kind of almost groaned to yourself, but there is flakes, snowflakes, falling from the likes of the sky. Not entirely sure what that's all about, but
We've walked into Canada.
No.
I can't move past the border.
that being said, what do you two do?
Just a loud sigh. Just looking up, loud sigh. And then secretly, as the snowflakes start coming down, I'm gonna stick my tongue out and grab one.
Make a stealth check.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
13. If Sirius were to ever look back at Ova, you could probably see that.
He wasn't.
I saw.
Yeah,
I say nothing.
oh, man.
I smile and hand cactus juice, and I see the snowflakes.
Max, keep an eye on chat. I think it's fine, but keep an eye. Just keep an eye.
Okay.
But yeah. So with that being said, you look around, and eventually you guys are able to gather enough sort of materials. The snow is falling, but eventually, as you guys gather everything, you'll notice this Keeper Camino is looking over towards Farmer and sort of gathering the likes of their cloak and beginning to form a sort of astral veil for them to step through. Without hesitation, in typical Keeper fashion, you'll see as Farmer will begin to almost robotically walk towards the sort of veil before eventually vanishing into the abyss. As they're sort of taken, you'll see as Keeper Camino will look over and we'll see as he says, Well, it's a thing. Picking up and about. Oh well. Alright, well, my job here is done, so I will bring him back whenever he is ready to return, or his soul is active again. You all will take care. Oh, also, here's the sort of thing. You're gonna want to activate one of those little doohickeys of yours on your hands, the marks. You got a couple of people wanting to say some stuff. Do that when you can, but yeah, you'll figure it out. That being said, you'll see his keeper Camino will begin to sort of nod towards you all. He will begin to slowly vanish as he begins to turn into nothing but a sort of ethereal astral light before vanishing along with the snow and the sands. That being said, as you all have gathered up your resources, let's see your survival checks. That'll be a total of, then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cacti. I need someone to roll a d6 for me.
I'll do it.
Fuck! Can you not roll at all anymore?
Yeah, I'll just stop.
Oh god. Alright, so with that, that is going to be a total of 9 stocks of food and about, or not food, hold on. 9 stocks of water and then 7 stocks of food between the likes of all of you. You guys are able to gather a decent bit. It'll be able to feed a bit of you, but you're still going to need a little bit more for the future because you got a lot of individuals here and there are a lot of hungry mouths. So, good stuff. With that being said, you guys continue back towards the oasis for your journey.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jen,
Alright.
because I'm curious. The
Mhm.
mark does, like, when I activate the phone call, the mark doesn't move with me, right? Like, if I were to go anywhere. So we can't, like, walk and talk to it, right?
You haven't tried to force it to move with you, so you can always try.
Just put it in front of a
As far as-
cactus and just walk away.
That is a thing you can do. But you haven't necessarily tried it, but most of the time when you've done it so far, it's just been a thing of, hey, it's stationary, it doesn't necessarily move.
And then he'll look to the group. It's like, so when should I do my thing with that, you know?
I would suggest maybe once we return to the oasis.
That's fair. That's very fair, you know. Wait. So as soon as we get there, or after we cut with the queen?
I believe that's at your discretion. As long as we at least make it back to Yes. Is everyone okay now?
I think I'm fine.
Like emotionally or physically?
We could.
I'm
stand
fine. It's
for-
whatever. I'm just gonna keep going.
Okay. Creative, you like to, if you are still able to, we could turn to the sky and maybe survey for at least any more dangers.
And Creelan's dead.
I'm still able to speak. I'm just away from the keyboard for some house stuff. But
You're good.
I'll take the time to look up and notice craziness and check out both the scimitars and put one back in, take a little bit more water, and we need to investigate, or at least I do. And I'll look at the drakes to see if they're gonna. No. All right, I'll take out both scimitars, point them both in the air, crouch down, and I am up towards the air.
I don't like how
See
you looked
what
at my
the-
Drake.
That being said,
I
as
should
you're
have
going to
meant
fly
when I
up,
sent the hawk over.
you're going to fly the hawk after Creelan, and as the two begin to soar upwards, you look around and about, and you continue your journey as it was. However, Phoebe and Ilva, with their perception checks from earlier, this is the main thing that you notice. As you're sort of traveling about upon these drakes, You notice as the marks upon your necks are starting to almost sort of up. They're starting to almost, you begin to both feel a sort of piercing, a stabbing, and also a simultaneously burning sensation and pain right upon the back of your necks where you were marked by this strange entity. Look around and about, and your visions begin to slowly change and shift. They slow for just a moment, and you look around and you see almost double of every individual. I'll need you both to make wisdom saving throws for me if you can. $26. All right, and then Phoebe.
Can I?
Maybe. Can she? Can she?
Can I?
Channeling the wisdom save.
Oh,
Oh,
powerful.
girl boss.
Going further beyond.
We're
Plus
getting
ultra.
Changing
We're
your
close.
or going past your limits. 13.
Let's go!
She did it. She did it,
She saved
but she still
Aurora.
failed.
Fuck.
Fuck!
26, you're able to succeed. So Ilva, you'd notice as Phoebe seems a little bit off for the time being, she begins to almost sort of stare blankly, and she begins to say almost nothing. But Phoebe, for a moment, you look around and about, and you see as there is a figure sort of watching far in the distance. They seem to be the only one clear compared to the other individuals here. Zale, Creelan, the likes of even Mako and everyone else on the ground. You're seeing doubles, if not triples of them. You almost begin to hold your head for a moment as you're seeing things. But this singular individual, massive in size, with red horns protruding out of their forehead, adorned in armor and wielding a massive blade and club, or spiked club. They look towards you, and they are clear. You see as they have these strange, massive tusks protruding from their mouth, with a bit of sort of strange red smoke, but also purple, sort of strange astral nature about them, similar to what you've seen with the likes of the corruption, similar to what you've seen even somewhat to Sirius or the stars in the sky. They stand there looking in anticipation for something that you seek, you'll do, or maybe a fate that you meet. As you see to the side of this individual, they're staring from afar, watching as you guys all begin to travel. You see them only for a brief moment as they look over towards you, but begin to blink for a moment, and they're already gone. With that, Ilva, as you notice as Phoebe doesn't seem to be in her right mind, what do you say or do, if anything?
So, did we both feel the presence, or was it just her since she failed the save?
You both felt the presence. You feel the, like, sort of pain. Phoebe actually saw the individual.
Would I have recognized it being the same thing that killed me before?
Yes.
Then we're in a girl boss's shit,
I'll move your
and
token so I can just see
right up beside Phoebe's Drake, pick her up and put her on top of my Drake, and then if I didn't see her, I was gonna give it the bird, but if I don't see where it was, I'll just in my mind give it the bird, and then I'll just start going to where like the party direction and just try and keep an eye out for the general vicinity of where that monster thing, awful thing was.
You got it. As you begin to do so, Phoebe, eventually you notice as your vision is slowly returning to pretty much back to normal. Begin to look around and about, and wait, what the hell? You're apparently on Ilva's sort of Drake, behind her. Not sure what that was about, but choices on, do you say anything or mention it, or do you leave it as normal, or leave it as is?
What's wrong?
That same sensation happened again when we were both chained up and bleeding. The you might have felt the mark on your neck, that pain, that sensation. It looks like you were having difficulty. So I, feeling the same thing that you felt, I just grabbed you, put you on the back of this drake, and started going in the opposite direction of where that was coming from. I didn't see where, but just felt like going with the group was a safer choice than just waiting it out back there.
Yeah. Whew. What was that, huh?
I don't know. Look crazy.
Crazy. Are we gonna do anything about that, or are we just gonna?
You mean you don't like being suddenly chased through the deserts by a thing that essentially killed me and let you to bleed to death?
Yeah, I mean, no, it depends on what's chasing me, and
Mm-hmm.
this thing was not so great, not as much.
I mean, the group kind of knows. We could
Do they?
bring it up. I mean, they witnessed me dead, and you.
Oh, that's true.
We're also bleeding, and we did mention it before. We could say it happened again,
But they don't know what he looks like. Only we know.
Yeah, I mean, we could there's this cool thing that that I just randomly picked up. I could, maybe you and I could, sketch together, and then we could, maybe put a face to it. That way
Oh,
we
you want to
show.
do art?
Yeah. I mean, that way we, the whole group can see and.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
great
yeah.
at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that. Sure.
I'm not very. I don't think I'm really good at art, but I can provide colors pretty well. So.
Oh, I'm sure you're great. I'm sure you're great.
Bob was like, I'm the idea man.
We'll do that. We'll do that. We just need some paper and maybe charcoal or something, and then we'll be fine.
I can. You know what? I could just make that for us too. Yeah, I'm very
Wow.
talented.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh man. Anyways.
We're walking and talking. We're still going.
Yeah, we're still going.
Yeah.
I guess for the most part, we're taking a longer while to make our way back to the oasis now.
Yeah. So.
And I'm still using the hawk to like survey if
Yeah.
we come towards anything else.
It is a little bit of a long journey, but for the sake of brevity, from what you all I've gathered, there's not much more to it. Seems to be that you guys are safe, but eventually as you return to your old little home,
And Showcase.
and Showcase is dead.
And
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 alive.
I didn't like it
Necromancy.
anyway.
Now,
I
I will
didn't-
preface a couple things. So, two things, players.
Uh,
So, this map is the same map as you guys are used to and all that good stuff. So that's fun. But it will be changed in the future in entire design and aesthetic. As we're switching out map makers and more, that's what we're going to need to do. I'm in the works of talking to them and all that stuff. So we're gonna, because they're using a different system instead of Incarnate, they're using Dungeon Draft. Things are going to be changed very soon. I'll see if they're able to replicate your rooms in a correct way. And if not, then we're going to just use it where you guys use your normal or your old rooms, if that's fine. So everybody got the... I mean, we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can work with. So for right
After
now,
all
we're gonna
that
use the
work
old
we
one.
did for Phoebe's room, I don't know, man.
That is true. That is true. That was a whole in-canon thing. But regardless, eventually you finally return back to the closest thing you guys can call home. In the Oasis. With that being said, you look around and about. What the hell? You're not here, farmer. Sorry.
Farmers always put this.
You get out too, Professor Smart. You ain't here. You gone.
So, as you all do, you'll look over and... Oh, no. The Discord crashed? Your Discord is on some craziness right now. Discord's crashing for everybody. We lost the DM, we lost Showcase, we lost Animus. Hold on, give me 2 seconds, y'all.
Mr.
Uh,
Suplex.
Mr. Suplex just got clown pounded over here by Discord. I did not like that.
Why not?
Did it?
Sensei, what's that?
Hold on 1 second. What's what?
This big line thing.
I don't see your line thing that you're talking
I don't
about.
see it either.
Oh.
Found you're drunk. But let me see why this thing isn't working. What the hell? What the fuck? Zale? Oh, okay, I get it. Alright, we fixed it. I don't know what the hell was wrong with the overlay. It was just like a giant thing blocking you. Like a giant wall of text. I don't know what that was all about.
Foundry's jealous of my amazing face and personality.
So hey, in the meanwhile, if you want, you can just unload Foundry and then bring it back up. What you do notice is the snow is still falling regardless. Choice is yours on where you want to go and what you want to see as you finally arrived back home.
What's the temperature feeling like?
Yeah.
It's getting colder
Yeah.
by the pretty much by the minute.
But like,
this-
yeah.
but like
If it's
how?
getting-
So
Wait, go ahead.
if we're talking temperature wise, at least below 32.
I'm sorry, -32.
No, not negative 32. At least below 32.
Oh.
It is.
Oh, that's t-shirt weather for me. Okay, cool. I'm cool.
This does not tell me anything.
I know. I'm getting there.
0
So,
Celsius, boys.
20
Celsius,
degrees Fahrenheit.
please.
It's getting pretty cold. You guys are shivering at this point. You do know at this point all of you would have noticed that it is snowing. Now to translate over to Raven and everybody from the EU, degrees to Fahrenheit or fuck it, degrees to Celsius.
0 Celsius.
Just for you, I got you. All right, so it's
Oh,
20
yeah.
Fahrenheit. It's -6 Celsius. Boom.
Oh shit!
Oh
That
no,
is
hang
really
on. I got
cold.
no. If it was getting cold by the time that happened, I will cast Flaming Spirit and have us a mobile bonfire.
You got it. All right. So Flaming Sphere, let me see if I got that thing or I got to re-bring it in. Nope, I got to re-bring it in. But as you're sort of doing so, you just have the, well, yeah, it's fine. You cast the thing. You're not burning anybody, but it's definitely keeping everybody a little bit warm.
It's just hovering around us.
Yeah. All right. So as the Flaming Sphere is going around and about, you will notice as Onyx will begin to sort of look over it. Still bound, but will begin to say to just anybody in general. So, is this your base of operations?
Yep. Isn't it cool?
It's something. It's nice, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So, we should
yeah.
probably do the
I
water.
know where I'd be in
You
50 over there.
gonna start walking? I'm waiting for you. I kind of can't walk myself here.
Oh, okay. Damn, I didn't know that.
Right. That being said, eventually you all begin to walk over, and as you do, you can stop at kind of towards the entrance, a little bit where the Drake over here is, as you guys hear something. You look over and you see our best boy and a crazed monkey man, who's still. I need to actually, Raven, if you can send me the token art, or yeah, the token art for me, and I'm gonna change it. That would be fantastical.
Oh, you don't have it?
I lost it. Like, it's in our DM somewhere, and I downloaded it, and I can't find it anymore.
After all she did, slaving away for that single art piece.
It was because you guys were near Bovie, and I was like, fuck, man. But what you would see is Bovie is sort of looking around and about, and he is kind of crouched down off to the side, and he begins to look over, and he begins to just sort of sprint off to the side, just kind of doing a little bit of a combat roll, and looks over and peeks his head over this sort of railing of this sort of building, and just goes, hey, psst, hey, up here, psst.
Wait.
Wolvie,
Hi, Bovie.
Oh, the fuck? That guy. And he's gonna point over to Inquisitor P. Spine Snap, who's just sort of tinkering in the lights of the tower.
Have you been hiding all this time?
Have you been hiding this whole time?
wait, there's two people?
Of course I fucking have. He just walked in here. He was just like, this place is, a good establishment.
We invited him here.
Are you sure? He seems like a criminal. I don't know anything, but
He probably is.
He'll walk over. Hey, Spine Snap, how you doing?
Bowie fucking dolphin dives to the ground to take cover. As this is happening, you ask Spine Snap. Oh, what was that? What?
What's up? Hi.
Oh my goodness! By the heavens, I've been so engrossed in this sort of tower and design and tinkering. I did not even see you there. Hello. What did you ask?
How are you doing? Do you want to
No,
introduce
before
yourself?
that, did you ask if I was a criminal?
No, that wasn't me.
Oh, okay. I'm doing fine. It is quite lovely of an establishment to have here, but it seems a little bit barren, and also there's a strange Hanu hiding
Yeah.
from me. I don't know why. I can see him right now. No, you can't! Shut up! He's been like this for the past couple of days. Is he always like this? Do you know him?
Yeah.
No, we don't know him.
All right. Well, should I take care of him? Should
No,
Cornelius?
he's-
Launch
Well-
countermeasures immediately.
All right,
What?
Cornelius, initiate battle
No.
protocol, and you'll see as he immediately begins to slam the fists together, eyes light red, and you'll see as he begins to start moving over towards the building.
No,
What?
he's friendly. He's friendly.
$10 on the robot.
No.
You'll see as the individual begins to look over and just say this. Hold on. I must do what I am instructed to do, if that means bring pain and suffering. So be it. Please excuse me, Mr. Xenakis.
He's not an issue. Please don't have your robot beat me up. Please. That's not on my schedule today.
What do you that I kind of go in front of the robot?
Excuse me, I have a task I need to complete.
Please, no violence in the area, please. It's just peaceful ground.
But
I'm
my
sorry, I do not.
master requests it.
Sarah, what was his name?
Spine Snap.
So it's Miss Spine Snap. Would you please hold off your automaton?
I'm getting mixed signals, but I can do so. Is he a threat or is he not?
No.
No threat.
Okay,
He's an ally. He's a bit, he'll do the little.
got it. Got it. Cornelius, deactivate combat protocols, please. You're gonna see as Bovie's just gonna fucking like roll over the building and try to just like solid snake this shit overwards and begin to hide. He looks over towards Ilva. He looks over towards. Oh god, there's more of them. He's gonna look over and just slowly turn into a rabbit. And he's just gonna start bunny hopping away. They never saw
Okay,
that.
believe in you.
They never saw that. Alright. That's what he's gonna do. In the meanwhile, what are the rest of you guys doing?
You should just gather some respite and regroup. I'll make my way back down and motion over for, I guess, everyone else that's not native here to follow me.
Yeah. As you're... Yeah, we'll handle that in a minute. So as you're kind of doing that, where are you motioning them towards? Because you have a lot of individuals, from Mako to the bandits to the new mounts, as well as Onyx.
I'll motion for Ilva to take care of the mount, and I'll motion for the bandits to follow me, and we'll go over to the water.
All right. So as
I'll
you're...
still have the bag of holding, make my way there too.
Gotcha. And I'm assuming that you get, because you guys still all have your barrels and all that stuff that you're kind of carrying off to the side. You would sort of set them down after holding them for a long while. But let's move all these tokens over here as you begin to lead Finnegan and Squawk, as well as the Drakes.
The Drakes will be gone now.
Okay, gotcha. They were so cool.
I know.
They'll be back later.
You set them for a year and a day, they become permanent.
As you begin to do so, you'll see as Onyx will begin to step off of Sheila. She'll begin to say a couple of words to her, kind of whispering for the most part, or patting her on sort of neck, and beginning to let her go off towards Ilva. With that, Sheila will begin to march over and eventually look over towards Squawk and Finnegan and enter said animal cage or animal sort of pen.
I hope they can communicate with each other. That would be so cute.
You just see Jurassic battles happening.
Is there any
versus pterodactyl.
rope around here?
Yeah, it's assumed that you guys just have a rope for this little animal.
I'm gonna tie up Sheila on the right end, and we'll put the birds on the left end.
You got it. All right.
I've seen Jurassic Park, so.
Oh man. As this is sort of happening.
Very big fan.
As this is sort of happening, you'll hear, this is for the fans, Finnegan is just going to be talking towards Squawk and saying, I still don't understand what's wrong with that one and why it's looking at us like that.
Poor Sheila.
I don't know if we should do something or tell the others. Nah, dude, it's gonna be totally cool. Like, look at it. Look at that smile. That's a smile of a winner. Shaw. That's all they're saying. All right. So, Ilva, eventually you're sort of going back, or you're dealing with that whole sort of thing. Sirius, you're moving the bandits over towards the water. You can move your token over there.
I'll have them carry the waters and all the barrels and stuff.
Yeah, Mako's gonna help out with that anyways before setting them down and all that. But eventually, as that's sort of occurring, so that's where you're going. Creelan, Phoebe, and Zale. What are you three doing?
Well, I need to go convince help Sirius talk to the water lady, so I'll be back. Whoa!
Alright, that's where you're going. And then Creelan, what are you doing? The same thing with you, Phoebe.
I'm following.
Alrighty. Creelan, showcase may
And
not
I'm
be
gonna
here.
start, cause she died. So I'm gonna start summoning, Nuna.
Oh
Thank you.
no!
Thank you. Oh man. As you're sort of summoning Nuna, Creelan's just gonna keep sort of flying around this general area. Mako is just gonna look around and just be like, now what the fuck do I do? Hey guys, wait up! I'm bored. He's just gonna start sprinting over. As this is sort of happening, Inquisitor or ex-Inquisitor Peace Mindsmap, don't ask the first name, is going to ask you a question, probably to Phoebe because you're the closest one in general. Pretty much, actually, we'll probably just answer access to everyone who would listen. So, question. I haven't really been here in a while, or in ever. Is it normal that it snows in the desert?
This happened like once so far for when we've been here.
Yes, it seems to happen on occasion.
Why?
No clue.
It makes no logical sense.
Dude, you must be new here. Nothing here makes sense.
That is exactly what I just said.
But yeah, like, this isn't the weirdest thing, which is the sad part. There's worse.
I'm going to need lots of information about that. I do want to be well prepared. It should... I'm going to see if I can come up with something. And you're going to see
I
is...
can sort of help you with that.
Oh, of course, please do. I know nothing too much about nature. I'm not really concerned. I'm more of a technological person, as you can probably guess. Any help would be appreciated.
I
Before
would do
you
that.
help him, we have to do this.
Yes.
By the way, it's nice to meet you.
Oh, it is nice to meet... Oh my goodness, there's a lot of new people that I don't know. Are these friends of yours? Nice to meet you too as well, sorry.
I suppose they're my friends? Yes, they're my pals.
Satosh. That is an actual talking shark. Oh my god. They did not have that in Tahiri. Anywho, I'm gonna keep that one to myself. Yes, it is wonderful to meet all of you. I am ex-Inquisitor P. Spines. Now, please don't ask the first name, but I hoped that we will get along quite well. If you do have any questions about sort of prosthetics or any things of technology, please do not hesitate to ask away. It is my specialty.
Oh, I am going to hit you up after this, my friend.
I am ready, but you must Come, I believe some initiations are in order.
Okay. Oh my goodness, I hate the sand. Anywho. Alright, so eventually as you all begin to head over, you're summoning Nuna. That takes like what, 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, 10
Alright.
minutes.
Sirius, are you waiting for Phoebe to summon Nuna, or are you just walking into the water and hoping for the best?
In the meantime, while she's summoning Nuna, I'll have each of the bandits and Mako start to uncork the jars that the water wheelings are in, and I'll grab the bag of holding and pour the water into the oasis.
You got it. As you begin to do so, with the crystals as well, I assume, the water begins to fall and seeping into the likes of this sort of body of, well, pretty much body of the oasis. As this begins to occur, you notice as they just begin to drift off before slowly, almost, how you say, reforming into elementals themselves. Some into weirdlings, some into full-blown elementals, but you see as these individuals begin to form in front of your eyes. Oh no, Max is gonna get triggered. They're squares! Oh god, they're squares!
Squares. I attack. A fireball instantly.
There you go. So as you begin to notice, as they all begin to form out and begins to slowly crystallize, you'll see as they look over towards you, looking directly towards their form, and all around, before they begin to speak in primordial, and they begin to say, "You saved us. You returned us back to our home. But why?"
And both in honor to your queen and to nature itself. Please wait while we summon a emissary to escort you back to your queen. And I'll wait for Phoebe to summon Nuna.
As this is sort of happening, it takes a decent bit to pour all the water, so I just say around this point, Nuna's slowly beginning to apparate back. You'll see as she begins to sort of slither from a bit of the water, and as you take the crystal, you see she wraps around it and begins to form, as your familiar is back. As soon as oh no, Nuna got deleted. Oh no.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding.
No!
Where is she?
This is the biggest tragedy of Soul.
Familiars got shunted.
I don't know how.
That was our whole shtick.
Alright, here, I'll just make another one.
Can't just make another one.
It's not the
That's the
same. It's not
same.
the same.
You killed me in the first place! Alright,
Who did?
I didn't do that.
I'm Nuno. Not Nuna, Nuno.
Nuno. Male Nuna.
Nuna transition. We respect it.
Alright, I'm getting her character sheet set up, but for right now, she's gonna be small like this, and she's gonna be a square for the time being. I'm getting used to this new water. I'm sorry, but hi! That one was a little scary, not gonna lie, but thanks for, keeping the crystal safe. So, what did I miss?
A lot. We're back now. We got your friends.
She turns around. Eyes go wide. You can't really see her eyes because she's literally made of water, but you'll see she just has a kind of almost a face of electricity. She is ecstatic. She looks over towards them and begins to just sort of point with her sort of watery tail and kind of just is jumping up and down in excitement. Why does it keep trying to play this theme song? What the hell?
This is a very important moment.
Yes, this is
It's hype.
This is where you guys level up. It shows the title sequence. Oh man.
It's like an Invincible. As soon as Nuna's going to say something, soul that.
Oh man. So with that, she'll begin to say, "Thank you. I appreciate that. Is there anything that you want me to do?"
Well, I think Sirius still needs your help.
Sure. Yeah, anything. I'll slither on over. What's up?
I'll kneel towards Nuna and kind of hold her in the palm. Please, escort the people back to the Queen's Chala, and we would like to make audience in introductions for certain people.
Yeah, of course, of course. All right. You'll see
It's good to have you back, Nuna.
Yeah, good to be back. Good to be back. That's it. You'll see she just sort of jumps out of your hands and begins to start forming into the water and begins to start talking towards all the sort of individuals. It's the exchange of sort of hellos, introductions, and kind of just general sort of excitement amongst all of them. Those who speak Primordial, you see as there is, they can't obviously cry or anything, but it is an emotional moment for a lot of them as they begin to recall saying, they never would have thought they would have been able to get out of here and see the rest of the city, or pretty much the others. They begin to look over and they all nod in thanks tremendously over and over and over again before eventually they return back towards the oasis, Nuna leading the charge. As they begin to do so, you have a couple of minutes to yourselves to prepare or do anything you wish. Choice is yours on whether you just want to wait it out and just get past it.
Okay, before she comes, she's probably gonna ask for a name. We need to figure out that stupid name. I know it's dumb. It's very dumb, but we gotta do anything.
All right.
Eva, Krelin, we need both of you.
And while Zale looks for the others, I'll look towards Mako, the bandits, and Onyx. Solemn look comes over his eyes and says, "Please, truthfully explain your situations and all your actions that you've done. I would have vouched for you for at least your redemption. But I cannot get into for the Queen's judgment. Do you understand this?"
See as they nod. Onyx begins to speak and say, "That's the case. Would we have a moment to ourselves?" This.
Please do.
Alright. You'll see as they're gonna they're not going far, but they're gonna just sort of do a little small huddle and to sort of talk amongst one another. Is anybody listening into their conversation or nah, leave them be?
I'll leave them be and just stand next to Phoebe.
Alright. At this point, we'll get to you in a second, Zale. But anyone else having Discord issues? Yes. Someone said that in chat. But Mako is gonna look over and say, "Wow, so you all built this place?"
Maybe not with our own hands, but we had some help, yes.
I mean, how? It's not much, but hey, seems closest thing to sort of village, whatever you want to call it. Nice. Minus the giant sort of, explosive hole over there. I mean, I guess that adds to the aesthetic and design, but I mean, hey, ain't judging.
It's actually meant to be a new watering hole.
Oh, so it's an artistic decision. I see.
I wouldn't say it was a decision.
Yes, it was water, but a happy coincidence
Yes.
for utility and how it came to be.
Right, wait, hold on. So what happened then, if I can ask?
Swoosh, I explained what happened.
Holy shit, a fucking purple worm! I've always wanted to...
No, you do not want to engage with such things with those creatures.
Oh man, I thought of a joke from SpongeBob with the Alaskan bullworm. We used to write these babies back in 06. Oh man. Alright. But that's definitely an interesting thing. I've actually sort of encountered a couple of purple worms. Even the big ones. Did not fight it, because fuck that. That's a terrible decision. But glad to see that all of you are sort of here alive and well. You may want to be careful though. Well, actually, no, you probably would be fine now I think about it. Purple worms, they rarely ever sort of travel back into the same location. They keep moving forward,
Well, it's good to hear that.
Right. That being said, well, So, just final question, if I can ask. I mean, I'm planning on heading over to the sort of that tournament and building a boat if I can find materials and stuff. But got a lot of people here. I mean, granted, I don't know what this queen or whatever's gonna do with those folks, but let's assume, and a slight chance that they live to see another day. I think this place is gonna be a little bit crowded. I mean,
Speaking truthfully, I did not imagine so many people would cross our paths. But I look towards Phoebe, and if you are finding maybe the rest are okay with having wayward souls joining our group, then I'm open to the cause.
it's just something to probably think about. 'Cause I mean, granted, I could probably... This is me speaking from experience on the ships. I don't imagine too many people are gonna be, how you say, happy about sleeping outside if there's other individuals sleeping inside with a warm bed or whatever. I mean, I'm making assumptions. I have no idea what the fuck's in that building. It could be a butcher shop for all I know. But
An altar.
an altar, alright. Just sort of sacrificing people to, I don't know, Mogus or something.
I don't think any of us really worship Morgus. I'm not really particular with the Pantheon.
Somewhere in the world, Zug sneezes. Hey, it's just something to consider. Hey, look, Zale's coming back. At this point, meanwhile, Zale going to get Ilva and Kreelin. What are you doing?
Hey, Ilva, we're doing the name thing. Come.
The name thing?
Yes, because the queen won't stop bothering us about a name, so we have to come up with that.
Oh, I have a
For our
name.
crew.
It's Ilva's party. No big deal.
Oh, that's a horrible name. She would never have that. He'll do like a joking smile. You're not laughing. I thought that was pretty funny.
No, that's
I
okay.
agree,
Whatever.
Liz.
That's twice now I've been heard today, so no big deal.
What's up?
What's with the name? Come
Oh. I'll fly down and land next to Zale and say I don't understand why it's snowing. I took a look up in the sky.
Just now noticed.
No, I investigate.
Uh,
So I look around for the pissing sound.
Hey, it's me, buddy. Look. You'll see as Bovi begins to... He doesn't fully unwild shape. You just see a bunny with the head of a monkey. Hey.
Oh God!
It's horrifying.
Oh no! Turn back!
I just put my hand on the scimitar, but
Hey.
Okay. I'll lean down. What? Do you need help?
Yeah, I need help. Who the fuck
Right.
is the shark? And who is that one up there? Raylan, between me and you. Ah, fuck! Ow!
And you'll see as he just sort of accidentally stumbles out of the sort of wild shape and sort of tramples and falls onto the floor. Well, fuck. Alright, anyways. So, you don't think it's just a little bit strange, Kreelin and Zale, that this automaton, or whatever they want to call it, seems to follow every bit and will that one commands up there? I mean, I've seen robots before. I've seen Farmer. Farmer doesn't act that way.
Yeah,
What's
but
with this
Farmer does that to a small spider, so like it's not the weirdest thing to imagine. Also, he literally explained how it works.
That one's a humanoid-looking one.
Does that not seem suspicious?
I mean, I'm pretty sure he like explained that he has like a meta thing and like his ear flap, so like that's how it works.
I don't buy it.
I'm gonna do some investigations. You give me the good scoop.
You have fun with that, I guess. Pre-then, come on, we got things to do.
Wait, where'd you go?
Oh, yeah.
We're coming up with a name first.
Oh, a party name. We'll name it Bovi's Party.
He's gonna walk over. He's gonna come along with you.
You know, it's like it's Bovi's party, it's Hilda's party, you know, it's like everybody's party. It's just like there's no equality.
Oh man. But we're just gonna walk over towards you, just completely forget whatever the fuck you were saying and talking about, and going with you guys. Alright, while I'm doing that,
Situation.
you guys can talk amongst yourselves. Let me get this new token set up.
Not a party. What's the character? What's the group name?
I like the one Ducky suggested, Kindred Spirits. I think that one sounds pretty good. You know.
The Kindred.
Killing spirits. Got it.
I like that one too.
Mm-hmm.
Ducky, do you like your own name that you chose?
I hate my own name that I chose.
Yeah, maybe, I
It
guess.
was just a. Oh my god, he's even uglier.
That's so mean.
I heard that. I fucking hate you.
I instantly know what. Oh my god. So Phoebe obviously hates Bobby, and this is exactly the depiction of how Phoebe sees Bobby.
I will fucking strangle you in your sleep, girl.
Holy shit! It's honestly, if that was the template for session 1 when we met Bobby, he would have been dead instantly. I can't trust that. You can't trust that face. You can't.
I will
And then you're telling me that he was literally a bunny with Bobby's head on top? Yeah, no, he'd be dead.
I have feelings too, you fuck.
So mean.
Oh my god.
But yes, no, Kindred Spirit's super rad, dude. Woo, yeah, we're kindred, all right.
Should
Probably
I
the
drop
budget.
kick a bitch today? Maybe not.
Okay,
Alright,
so we
anyways.
decided Kindred Spirits. Let's go. This is easy.
So we're the Kindred Spirits?
Yeah, we're doing it. I think. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Killing spirits.
Patented.
I like it.
Wait, no, Kindred, not killing. Kindred.
Yeah.
Killing spirits, I like it.
Oh,
God damn it.
I can get behind that name.
Okay, so we're known as the Kindred Spirits. Our enemies know us as the Killing Spirits.
So, like, wait, does that mean that they're gonna kill us or something? Because I think that'd be, feel like we'd want to make fun of our enemies, not like sort of make them cool.
No, when we want to make friends, we're kindred, but when we want to be badass, we're killing.
Yes. I like
Wait,
that.
hold on. Wouldn't that get a little bit sort of like concerning for like the builder spirits that I've seen around here?
No, that's fine.
No, then no.
Yeah, we're all good.
All right. Well, that being said, eventually you'll see as Nuna is going. Well, first off, the bandits will eventually sort of unhuddle and begin to head over to here. They'll begin to stand off to the side, but Nuna will eventually return, and she'll begin to say to Sirius, or just pretty much everybody, I guess, anybody that can understand. So Phoebe, Sirius, and anybody else who understands Primordial.
Hey,
I'll pretend like I do.
Okay. Wait, whoa.
Hey, so, so, the queen said that, she's very grateful. She would like to talk as soon as possible. If you want, she can talk right now, or if you need time to prepare, then she can also wait.
I believe we're ready for another audience with the Queen.
Okay, alright, I'm gonna go get her. She actually prepared for this occasion, just a little bit.
Yes.
Wow.
Thank you, Nuna.
She has a speech like in hand for if we failed or if we succeeded.
Is there gonna be a banquet, or is she dressed
Um,
up? Did she get all dressed up? and stuff?
No, I mean, I can't really say much, but it's looking pretty good. There's a good chance, and you didn't hear this from me, there's a good chance that she might actually, give you guys a couple of, how you say, protection. Just really sort of speak her, talk her up a little bit. Really, show her, hey, we're some trustworthy individuals that are not murdering everything, Yeah.
I agree, yes.
Sure?
Whatever she's saying, I agree 100%.
I can understand 100% of what they're saying. And
I
agree.
have no idea what they're talking about, but I'm sure it's great news.
I'll agree back in Eric Hogan.
Why is everybody talking so weird? Anyways. So, that being said, Nuna's gonna go back over, sake of brevity. Eventually, as this begins to happen, you'll see as about 5-ish minutes pass before you all look over. Well, actually, first off, she'll ask for all of you to sort of step into the water. Because you can't, water elementals and all that stuff, they can't go too far. So.
I'm flying over the water.
Yeah. So Nuna will kind of call you over to around this area. Boop. Hey, look, a dead horse.
I feel like we all know that dead horse is there at this rate, and we just keep it there.
Anyone have any compost things? I don't want
I
that
speak
shit
with the dead.
hanging in the water.
I can't speak with the dead.
All you hear is kill me.
Kill me. God. All right. So with that, as you all begin to move forward, and you're telling the bandits to also walk in, right?
Yeah, not too deep. I'll let them stay like maybe shoreline.
Shoreline, you got it. All right. Mako's gonna join you all. Same thing with Bovi. He's gonna be like,
Baco's in his element.
yeah, exactly. He is enjoying himself. Sort of takes off the sort of peg leg. Sort of just starts floating. Kind of getting low. But that being said, Phoebe, are you going in the water? Or are you just standing back here?
You gotta know it's snowing,
she's
so that'd be
muted,
super
so
cold.
She might not be there.
Yeah,
She's muted, so maybe she's not
I gotcha.
there right now.
So eventually, as you all walk into the water, you see as it begins to slowly shift and change more and more. You see as almost a whirlpool emerges and erupts before you begin to see as several dozen, or almost dozens of individuals begin to start forming before your very eyes. Each sort of swirl, you notice as these individuals adorned in sort of plate armor, wielding weapons for some keeping to themselves and wielding the likes of only strange necklaces and more, protecting themselves, protecting their allies. You see as more and more of the elementals and the water weirdlings appear, awaiting for the queen to arrive. As they do so, they look towards each and every single one of you all, up and down, sort of trying to gauge you in everything that you stand for just from a glance. Regardless, you'll see as they begin to converse in Primordial to themselves and then back to Nuna, as they begin to say, "The queen arrives." Slowly forming out from the oasis, you see a beautiful woman who seems to have a little bit of a sort of paler face, but also these sort of blue, bits of face paint going across her. She seems to be adorned in a sort of, a coral crown with also multiple bits of jewels, gems, and other baubles on top. Her fins are also unlaced with a bit of gold, and she has a massive sort of presence to her. A beautiful robe and more also sort of mixed in with bits of algae and the sea itself. As she looks towards you all, begins to notice, as you are not necessarily alone, you have more individuals. See her appear. She looks down towards Sirius, towards Nuna, then towards Mako, Phoebe, and everyone, and then eventually towards these individuals, eyeing them for a moment. She begins to give them a cold, hard stare before looking towards you, Secrets in the Sands, for one individual to step up and speak. Who will be that individual? Now granted, she can speak common, if she wishes, so it doesn't necessarily have to be only a person who speaks Primordial.
Who we want to be?
If you all want to step up, then that's also fine, but she's waiting for someone to speak.
Nervously looks behind me. Friends! Compatriots!
I'll come. Don't worry, Zale and Sirius combo, you know how it is.
Cracks knuckles.
Ow.
I got this.
No.
So stop him.
No, it's
I'm
okay.
just
We'll
flanking
be
in the
fine.
air to the side.
We'll
That's
be
all I'm
fine,
doing.
Buffy will be
Uh,
fine.
yeah, but I think I'm a very charismatic individual.
Oh, I'm sure you are. Which is why you have to be force of presence in the back.
Ovi, I appreciate you. I respect you as a druid, but I feel like you might just take the back line.
Is this because my new get up?
No,
No.
not at all.
Yes.
I feel you more naturally, and I see you as a more less
Buffy.
But
refined, and I
I've been here
appreciate
since-
it.
I've been here since
You've been
day
here
one.
since day one. And
Yes,
you've been here since
you
day one.
have.
Like a
Which
dry
is
But I-
why it is
I
very
think-
important for you to be in the back to show that we are nice people and we have
Yes.
help
But I don't
to
want to be in the back. I want to be in the front with the cool kids.
Boofy, get in the
I-
bag now!
Okay, fine. Fuck you.
And I look towards Mako, please, and just stay with him. Because we were all the ones with this mission, I believe we would just take the front line and we introduced you.
I mean, fine. Doesn't matter to me. I'm just swimming.
Thank you, Mako.
He's just gonna keep treading water over here. Alright. So, Creelan, as you're kind of just sort of floating up in the air, flanking a little bit, move you over there for the time being, and because, let's see, D. Boop. Oh my god.
We also have Farmer in Spirit.
Yep.
We have him in
It's
spirit.
farmer.
Who's farmer?
Say that!
Alright, there we go. So, as this is beginning to occur, you all stand in front of the queen themselves. She looks over, she begins to greet you. Who speaks first, and who says what?
Chris, would you like to take the floor?
Seriously, deep breaths.
Do you want me to go for you?
I
Tell her she looks pretty.
yes. Oh, okay.
No,
I will. I will take.
Is there
I will
something
take the
wrong?
step forward. Not at all. Clean stuff, Tata. And I awkwardly bow a bit. We return fruitful from our mission of both apprehending the ones that have wronged you and your people, and returning your people to the home.
I appreciate for all that you have done. From what I am hearing, though they have been through a very dark and terrible time, they are much appreciative of your efforts. And for that you shall be rewarded, as you have upheld your end of the deal. It saddens me, but it won't necessarily be the same after all the pain that they have suffered. But it's something that we'll have to help them with, and try to expend as many resources as we can provide to do so. That said, I do have a couple of questions for you, if you would answer.
Of course, please. Don't be afraid to ask anything at all.
Very well. So, if you could, please, give a report on what exactly happened in this cave. As detailed as you could.
Oh yeah. Keen mind ability activate as I recite all that happened that I've seen.
Well, serious, keep in mind, you've only seen half.
Yeah, I only seen half of it, and I'll have Zale push him up and kind of recite by blink spots.
If you guys can, I won't make you like recite everything, but if you can at least summarize it of what you're telling her, that would be very helpful, because that's going to determine a couple things.
Day 45, we enter the tomb.
It's only been a week. All right. So Zale, you go for the first half since I wasn't there in the beginning, and I'll go for the last.
So, when we got to the area, we met one of your associates, Aquarion, I believe was their name, and
Yes.
yes, and he was talking about a stolen relic. When we entered the entrance, we did see them attempting to do a ritual with your stolen artifact, but we recovered the artifact and stopped whatever they were doing with the water at the front, which would presumably mean more water torture. We go in, we fight some bandits, and then we slowly learn that they've been manipulated and didn't even know of the water being alive at the time, and they were being manipulated by a hag known as Grim Alice. Oh, give the floor to Sirius now.
We have prioritized more in returning your people to safety, but we've made conflict with the hag known as Grim Alice. She seems to be a very capable individual in the arcane arts, and she has sadly gone away. I swoop a hand over towards the bandits and say, although they were only cooperating with the said hag, they've only done what they've done for the sake of survival. They do not mean to end this in any sort of hostility. I will leave their judgment upon to you, but I can vouch saying they are at least willing to listen and do what needs to be done for any sort of redemption.
See. Very well. Several follow-up questions. Is the area that you traveled to, is it incapable of doing this again to my people or even myself? Is there a chance of this happening again in the future?
I can't speak honestly in saying what actions they would take.
I could.
But,
Very
Girl
well.
power.
yeah, yes, it's motion over towards Phoebe.
Friend of Nuna, may speak.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. It is not so much the area that was causing so much harm to your people. It was Grim Alice. And Grim Alice has escaped. So, if you ask me, will this happen again? Probably. This has proved to be a very good way for her to manipulate people, because water is a source that everyone needs. And when she can provide it, she can control people.
I see. Then explain this question. Well, hold on. Actually, let me make sure I got this right. Actually, no. Her means of how she escaped is irrelevant, or why she escaped is irrelevant, but you say that she is still out there. She is still capable of doing such things. Am I correct?
She is.
That is the case, and someone is capable of inflicting so much pain. She needs to answer to her crimes. And soon, before any other of my people are injured and harmed.
I agree.
That is a topic that we will cover future time, maybe later in this conversation, or maybe another day. But for the situation at hand, when I, or my, how you say, my fellow knights, they were able to report back to me with what had happened, and that elementals and weirdlings were taken in the first place. They mentioned that multiple bandits were the ones who did so. Now, you said that they knew nothing of it, and they didn't intend for it. Whether that may be true or not, see, she sighs, but regardless, where are the remaining individuals? Are these their speakers?
Most of them have answered to justice.
You'll see as she begins to look over towards you and then look over towards the individuals and then begin to nod. So, if that is the case, why have these individuals not faced said justice? Are these three different? Or are you looking for me to make a call?
I would trust your judgment in what is done as far as justice. For this is your conflict and we are only conduits for your will in this matter.
Well,
And also providers of insight, as they were helpful in our aid to banish, at the minimum, the perpetrator who was inflicting the pain upon your people.
I see. Enough of those individuals for now. We'll look towards that in a bit. So, what exactly happened to my people? I've heard bits of stories, but only within the span of minutes. What do you know of? How were they trapped, and were there any other casualties of them that you know of?
I will describe in detail how Grim Alice had split the crystal of each elemental in half and spliced them and made them, I guess, her own thralls. How they lost their own will and how she both split their beings just to siphon out the water.
You'll see as you're sort of saying this and describing it in detail, a couple of the weirdlings, a couple of the knights and more, they begin to almost talk amongst themselves and begin to almost occasionally, you know, the stereotypical like gasping and all that sort of stuff, right?
In water
It's
willing.
just like a court case.
A tendril flops to the mouth.
Exactly, right? But eventually, Straftaro, as there's sort of bits of murmuring, she'll say, "Silence. Let him speak."
Hearsay.
That's 2 on the nose, doggy. Not now. Not now.
She chuckles a little bit. But we'll look over and say, that is enough. Despicable, but she will definitely need to answer for her crimes. Now, hold on, let me read something. If I could, I'm hearing your perspective, but I would love to hear the perspectives of the individuals working for said Grim Alice. Could you bring them closer to me?
I will motion over for the bandits to moving forward.
That being said, you'll see as they begin to walk, and they walk with, anybody, I mean, no insight check needed, they're fucking terrified, bro. It is, they are walking to basically their potential death sentence, and it is all on the line for what is said here in this sort of scenario. As they eventually approach, remove their tokens and all that stuff. You'll see as Queen Straftar will begin to speak and say, "So, well, actually, hold on. Let me make sure I got this right. Because you guys worded it something else. You never mentioned that they killed the water spirits. Oh, hold on, stop that. Goddamn Discord bot. Oop. Fuck you. Alright. You never mentioned that, correct me if I'm wrong, you never mentioned that the individuals, like the bandits, killed the water spirits, right?
Well, did they? I don't remember them ever killing any.
They definitely did.
Yeah, they did. Onyx admitted that, but her, you know, quote unquote excuse was she didn't know they were alive, remember?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So, question is, did you mention that to Straftara or no?
I don't think we did.
Yeah, I think we did it in the middle of like explaining the details.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I think we did say they did not know. So.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we
Yeah.
said they didn't know.
Gotcha. So if that's the case, then she will ask this question. Straftara will begin to look over and she will eye them down, almost staring through them for a moment and say, "So, explain to me this. Why is it that you decided to kill, eviscerate, and murder my people and the water spirits? On top of that, knowing that they were imprisoned in the first place, yet doing nothing about it, and even possibly continuing to do so. I'm to understand this correctly." You'll see as Onyx will begin to speak, begin to say, "Well, we, as mentioned before by Sirius, we did not know of their sentience. Impossible. You are a Genasi, you know of the primordial language, you could hear their screams, you could almost hear their pain. Do not lie to me, and I will ask you this question again. Why did you do so?" Onyx will begin to speak and say, she'll think long and hard before eventually sort of sighing and saying, "Well, I knew so. However, my other companions did not. They do not know of the language of primordials or the elements. The reasoning that I did so was ultimately for the survival of my people. We needed water, or we need water to survive. We need food as well. We took it upon ourselves to take the water, and though we heard the screams, or I heard the screams, I had to..." She begins to sort of pause and say, "I had to go through with it regardless. I did not want them to die. I only wanted the best for them." You'll see as Straftara will begin to look over, and you'll see a face of disgust wash over her, before sort of just scoffing and just looking. "So, you know that you killed them, you knew of this, and then you eventually imprisoned them, and you chose to do nothing about it. This was for your survival. Why did you choose not to speak to them? Why did you choose not to, how you say, maybe even consider what you were doing was wrong?" Onyx will begin to mention and say, "There is no There is no justification for my actions. I've done a terrible wrong. But I did it for the intention of survival. Survival of myself and survival of my clan. Nothing more. We'll see as a couple of the water elementals are sort of grabbing the likes of their weapons, clenching it tightly. They definitely seem to have faced a sort of restraint, but not wanting to. Before Straftar begins to look over and say, "Fine. Move and let the others step forward." With that being said, or actually, no, she won't ask that. She started talking to him. She'll look over towards you all and then begin to say one thing. This will inform this next decision. But do you individuals have a form of leadership amongst your tribe? Do you answer to one person? Do you answer to one another? Or do you answer to yourselves individually? Max, you're gonna say something?
I'm trying to think of how to word it to make it not sound stupid. we all listen to each other. Us six. There is no leader. There is no final decision. We answer to ourselves.
So you answer to one another then, if that's the case, correct?
Yes.
She'll look towards anybody to see if there's anybody disagreeing or saying anything or adding to it.
Well, I would say we would at least take everything into consideration before deciding something.
Our choices are made in both the marketive in the marketive stance. We are tied together in a way that we do not understand. So we take upon ourselves to, like Phoebe said, to take everything in consideration and decide upon then.
You'll see as she will nod for a brief moment. And as this is sort of happening, you'll see as the water around Onyx and these bandits will begin to slowly start shifting and changing. And you'll notice as, for some strange reason, the water's almost moving them upwards vertically. You'll see as the water's sort of wrapping around their sort of chest and their stomachs before a sort of watery sphere begins to form all around them for a brief moment. I guess for easier sort of visual explanation, if you guys have ever seen Avatar, Last Airbender, you know, Aang has a sort of sphere, wind sphere or whatever below him. It's kind of like that, but it's made of water, and it's around these individuals at the moment.
Yeah, I just imagine Naruto.
There you go, yeah. Boom. So as it's sort of surrounding these individuals, you'll see as the sphere is sort of being moved over off to the side, and Straftar will look towards you and say this. Now, if it were up to me and only me, I would have killed them already. However, it cannot be denied that there is an issue at hand. This individual, who is capable of powerful magics, as you have explained, is still out there in the Forbidden Expanse. She needs to be stopped. However, it can't be denied that they have a connection to said Grim Alice and can prove useful to finding her or to being able to capture her. I will leave this to you, and for you to decide amongst one another, as that is your form of leadership. You may decide whether this individual, this Genasi, and her companions deserve to die or a chance to live. Whether you view this was useful for your endeavor, or whether you wish to make sure they live another day, that is up to you, and for you alone to decide amongst yourselves. If you need more than a couple of minutes, hours, even days to decide, that is fine. I will keep them in said sphere, and they will not bother anyone any longer until your decision is made. That being said, do you need time to make this decision, or do you only need several minutes?
Sirius looks towards the group.
Knowing all of you, I think we need time, don't we?
I'm good, fam.
I'm good. I know my answer.
Serious?
I think I can make a decision.
What about you, Creelin or Ilva?
No, I said I was good.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
My bad. Creelin, what about you?
Oh. Clearly knows his decision.
Oh,
Oh, no.
I sense a disturbance in the force.
Well, if that's the
I
case,
sense someone pressing the kill button.
you guys can discuss amongst yourselves, but you'll see as the queen will wait for the time being, and she'll begin to look around and about. She looks towards the giant sort of waterfall, sort of forming out of the sky itself, pouring into the ocean, looking also towards the giant world tree, far, far off in the distance as she awaits your decision, but you guys can talk amongst yourselves and decide.
Alright.
Should she, now to make sure everybody's on the same page, this is a matter of whether you think Onyx and the bandits should live or die. It's up to you guys.
Please let's discuss it in character.
Hold on, I'm just gonna turn on my survival playlist.
Okay, to start. So Sirius would say
Can't we discuss it?
it is.
Okay, good.
And it's in the matter of I would most likely leave it to Shavtada's decision. I'm not really too comfortable with deciding people die or not in the matter of mutual circumstance. But I would honestly believe that we can at least give them some sort of redemption. They can be of use to us or even Shavtada.
So you're saying you want to let her decide, but then you also want them to live.
Yes.
And she just said that she would kill them. So it feels like you're in the middle there in the moment.
In the heat of the moment, I would maybe say go with killing. It's
Now you've had time to walk with them and chat with them. Now you're on the opposite end.
I saw some sort of hope.
Creelin will fly up just 5 feet higher and look down at them and back to the group and say that their death has no warrant here. Under my understanding, if you're under the governance of an authority and you break their governance, their rules, their order, then the ruling coming down is just. Are they under the authority of this queen?
I mean, no.
Then this would be a killing of spite and revenge and anger. not out of just order. They should not be killed. And I'll fly back down my 5 feet.
Damn.
I did not expect that. I actually expected you to be the one rooting for the demise. Really, wow. But anyways, I'm on the same page. as
Kobe's
him.
just
I
gonna
think-
say, now that's character development.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Holy God, stay in this dimension. Stay in this dimension.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Sorry.
I believe they should be allowed to live. Most of them didn't even know it was happening, and even then Onyx only wanted the best for her people. She decided to stay silent to defend those that was under her wing. And should those two die because of one's own decision?
So
I
you're
don't-
voting for her to take the hit versus the other two?
No, I want them all to live, but you know.
But you just said, though, if she
I'm-
knew
I'm
everything,
saying-
which is...
You're dicing into my argument too much.
What say of you, Evelyn?
I've always, since we started on this quest for her, I wanted to see what she was capable of, and she threw it back at us. It's not really something that was the goal of mine. I'd still like her to make the choice, but she said that she would kill them. But would she really? So I'm in the mindset of still letting her decide. Right? We gave her all the information. She knows that there's a bigger portion out there that is causing the main issue, whereas Onyx just feigned ignorance. So yeah, I'm still for making the queen decide. The knowing who we're working with has always been my number one objective. So if it was me, and if I was in the same boat where, you know, if I knew someone feigned ignorance of, you know, that kind of stuff, I'd probably just toss Onyx off a cliff or whatever, let the other two live. But I want to see what she does, though. I don't want to. Doesn't make sense for us to vote, right? We already did most of the work anyway, right? The reason why we brought them back was to see how she would react and to see what she would do. You know, who we're getting in bed with, right? Because we made the choice to be diplomatic, to work with her to gain water for whatever we decide to build here. They opted for the latter. Whether they chose to know or not is irrelevant, but knowing what we know now, right? So is she going to be, you know, merciful, and, you know, if Onyx did know, then just, you know, deal with her and let the other two go? That will show a different side of her. If she murders all of them, that's definitely going to show a different side of her as well. So, and like I said, I'm not a big fan of her tossing it back to us when in reality we brought them to. This is her people. Why are we the ones in charge of deciding whose fate that is?
I suppose it is nice of her to include us in it.
It's just, I feel like she just doesn't want to do responsibility, or maybe she wants to see how we'll react to. It could be.
I think she wants to see how we would react to it. I think right now she might think she would simply act out of hatred, and we have a more different view on it.
An unbiased view.
We have,
Yeah.
yes, an unbiased order. In fact,
Yeah.
neutral.
Actually, wait, I
Oh,
think
then
you
why
might
don't
be
we,
right. I think you might be onto something. I don't know too much. This is the first time me meeting her. But, yeah.
Mako, can you please shut the fuck up? Holy shit.
Oh god.
No, I actually was gonna say something. You shut the fuck up. Anywho,
Please.
I gave
Come
you
on.
piggyback rides. Anywho.
It was with love.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
You know how it is. Self-love.
But anyway,
Oh,
besides,
good.
I think you're
Once it
actually
comes
onto
to blood like
something.
this-
You and Ova. It would make sense for her to be able to try to throw it actually back to you to gauge exactly who she's working with, how you feel about the whole situation. You notice she tried to get your story and even allow the others to get their story. I don't know exactly what you all are looking for here, but from what you just said, trying to make a partnership, this water or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just make peace.
Well, I mean, she
Really?
doesn't know exactly what you're all capable of exactly. She probably wants to know exactly what you guys are all doing and what you're all about, but doesn't bite her in the ass in the future.
I think we should tell her how we feel about this, how we think that it should be her to make the decision since this is closer to her, because I think we all agree on that. Except for Krillin, who was...
Surprisingly non-characteristic, I agree.
I'll look at Zale and just silently think of the phrase indiscriminate killing. Then I'll just look back at the captors.
Why?
And Onyx.
I think the only way for this to be done the right way is if the victims get to decide as a form of closure. That's
Yes,
just my
yes.
opinion.
From my experience, the victims, and also to be clear, you mean the victims as in Onyx or the?
The nations,
No,
the
I
water
mean the
weirdlings.
water
Oh.
weirdlings.
Oh, okay. Then my phrase is held because I thought the wrong thing.
I was on the same page. So I was like, huh, what?
Like, what's a twist?
Character development.
Well, hey, Miss Phoebe,
Yes, Sonny.
what? So what would they do if, like, they were alive? What would happen? Would they just, I don't know, go about living here or live somewhere else? What would happen to them? What's if we kept them alive, or compared to if we kept, or killed them?
Well, I suppose if we kept him alive,
I assume
They-
they would.
they could
Went
decide for
off.
themselves.
I would have assumed they would have went on their own way. If
Unless the queen has other ideas.
anything.
I still can maybe suspicious her. Sorry. Suspiciously thinks of them as still in cohorts with Great Matters.
Yeah, that's a scary thought, actually.
What do you mean?
It's
Well, I have this cool lock of hair, right? And then Phoebes is the one that's used the scrying orb to find her. What happens if Alice has stuff from Onyx or the Manets there? It would be easier to scry on us too.
That's true. But we have a stry thing.
Keep in mind, on top of that, this is me out of game as a DM, helping you guys out a little bit. For whatever reason, Grim Alice knew of Phoebe. She had a scrying sphere, so maybe could have been that, but she also knew of Phoebe, so
Yeah.
if she scryed on you before, you know the spell, she can probably scry on you again. Granted, though, she doesn't have her sphere, so you don't know if she can just do it innately or not.
you can live with that risk for the time being.
Yeah.
Mhm.
From our last encounter, we can at least hold up on our own against her. We would just have to hope that she does not at least grow in power to the point where we cannot stand toe to toe with her.
Or uses her sisters as well.
Then we must
Ish.
train.
If she has a coven to go back to. Does she?
When we were scrying on her, yeah, she mentioned that she was on her way to meet another one. Some snowy place. No, I guess we're snowing now, but it was a different name than something sandy.
I mean the taiga, Asia taiga,
Yeah, that sounds familiar. Yeah, I think that was that one.
probably.
Well, if that is an issue, we can... Maybe with the help of sales from Ottergame, we can at least warn others.
Mm.
Yeah. But I think we're getting off topic. We should probably
Yeah.
do this.
Yes. So are we fine with letting them live?
Well, I think. Well, I mean, if that's what you want to go with, I think this is kind of what I thought. We can throw it to her, and if she's insistent on it, or we even say like, hey, like, since it's your people, we feel like you should be the one. However, we recognize that you might want to see who your neighbors are with, so we can give our vote, but ultimately it's up to her.
I like that idea. We should do that.
Same.
I would agree.
Death still has no
Right.
warrant. This from her decision.
I agree with Kulin as well.
I mean, the retribution of her people, maybe? Question mark.
Yes, that's ultimately why I let that be her decision.
It's not easy being in charge of many people. Like,
So-
she's got her own race and people she has to look after, right? So, and she is just one of the voice, right? So, like, whatever choice she makes, maybe even not all of the water people agree with said choice too, right? So
we have our answer then.
well, I think so.
Okay.
Fear retribution as the model to make decisions.
And then we'll find out what she says.
Mhm.
Yes.
All right. So give me 2 seconds. I'm writing down one thing. Well, she'll recommend this. All right, go for it. What you guys say or speak to her. Who's stepping up?
Who is stepping up?
I'll
Yes,
step up.
oh.
I think I got
No,
this.
Bobby, stay back.
I mean, what? No one was saying anything, and I was like, okay, I guess this is Bovi's time to
That's someone
shine.
else wanted to say
So
something.
step up.
No one ever lets Bovi speak. Eh,
Next time, Bobby.
Next,
that won't be it
Oh.
next time, will it?
I mean, there could always be a next time.
Will it be Phoebe on trial for all the crimes that she's committed?
All right, so hang on before we get to that spicy topic. So we're gonna let her decide. All right, just out
Yeah.
of character, just double
Yeah.
for me. Okay, so Sirius
But
will
you-
walk.
But if she
Sirius will
wants
walk step forward and speak in primordial. That
Well, you don't have to speak in primordial. You can speak
I'm
in
doing
common.
in flavor.
Okay.
In flavor, Sirius is speaking primordial, saying, "My companions and we have decided to let the decision be up to you. But if you will let our decision take the final moments where you decide to let them live. But again, the decision is up to you.
See, she looks down towards you and begins to sort of nod and say, purely out of curiosity's sake, why would you wish for them to live?
There's really only one to blame for the decision of siding with Grim Alice. But we feel that the decision of one shouldn't repercussions for the lives of so many others.
Very well. I have an idea. So, I'll explain this. You mentioned that you wish to use our water, and that will be fine. Agreement? I am more than okay with that. However, I know that you wish to, what I can tell, build bits of, how you say, a place to rest your heads, however massive that may be. However, I know one thing. Because there would be a bit of a small partnership, or even a bit of an alliance, as we allow you things and you allow us things. Some of my people, even the individuals around me today, would not take kindly to these individuals, and she'll point towards the bandits, living, and definitely not roaming down in an oasis or the city below. Now, as much as I would love to believe that Onyx, or excuse me, she doesn't know that. As much as I would love to believe that she did it purely out of survival, and that maybe even that she's learned the error of her ways, that is off of just hoping for the best. With all the pain and misery that has occurred, I cannot make a decision off of hoping for the best. I need assurance that it won't happen again. I can outsource work, but I'd prefer, for a reward I'll have to think of soon, I'd prefer if you all would, at some point, look for Grim Alice, find her, and bring her to me. In the meanwhile, these individuals here I will leave them imprisoned for the time being. But a recommendation or an option that you by no means have to partake in. You could watch over them and ensure that they won't do it again. It's either that they are looked over by you all, as well as a couple of knights like Aquarion and other individuals making sure and checking on them from time to time. Or they will rot in prison. And one of them will be killed. She'll refer to the Earth Genasi with that one.
I have a question.
Just look at you and wait expectantly for the question.
If we were to take care of them, what would happen if they were to do it again?
That is a good question. If they were to do it again, well, it would depend on the context of things. What happened, why it happened, all the parties involved as well. But they would represent you in that case, as you would be the ones ensured that this wouldn't happen again.
Would we be held accountable for it if it were to happen again, is what I'm trying to say.
It would depend on the context. For example, if you assisted them, in this case,
Oh.
do you see, compared to, oh, one day they snuck out and it happened again. Do you see the difference?
I absolutely understand the difference. Thank you for clarifying.
But regardless of either scenario, they would represent you and your tribe. That being said, do you wish to look over them, or do you wish for me, or as I said before, for them to be imprisoned, and for the Onyx to be, or the Genasi to be killed? Basically, she's saying, hey, if you guys want to take care of them, you can, but she's doing this if you don't.
I suppose we
I'll
could
put them in
look
my
over
charge.
them, right?
Oh,
And you're what?
You look over towards Ilva. Look towards all of you if you have anything else to say or add
I
to
am
that.
I am shocked and stunned.
Me
I
too.
am also
Phoebe is just
shocked.
in awe.
Zale's eyes just like,
Well,
I feel. Oh, fine. I'll
oh no, go ahead.
look over to Ilver. Do you feel comfort in the updated understanding that you may share their fate at their discretion or indiscretions, granted they choose to do so? This is my understanding of guardianship from my abbot.
If they would attack or try to ruin the integrity of what we're trying to do here, then I will personally see to it that they no longer exist in our world.
You'll see
I
is
believe I understand your intent, and I'll lean back.
You'll see as she nods and says, "Oh God! Oh no! She had something in the blank. No!
The queen is at pause.
Oh God!
She's taken aback.
Frick! Your fish brain! Oh no!"
I just winked to Straftara.
I was like, your move.
And she blushes. No, I'm kidding.
How did it happen? Straftara, please!
Hello?
Oh man. Crap. What was it?
Take 5.
Yeah, you know. Crap, she was gonna explain the reason why she's letting you decide, but I'll tell you what. If it comes back to me, this is Sensei the DM talking. I'll explain why. Like, I'll tell you what she would have said. You know.
Gotcha.
But for right now, she's gonna just say this.
We've done a lot of retconning this episode, so it's okay.
A lot of taking it back.
Hey, take it back now, y'all.
One hop this time, stab.
Oh man. So she'll say this. Very well, if that is your decision, then their fate has been decided. They will be watched over by you all, and you will ensure that this travesty never occurs again by their hand. Also, I will leave the decision on whether you wish to seek the demise of Grim Alice. Well, actually, she wouldn't say that. Nah, she's gonna kill Grim Alice. She's 100% gonna kill her.
Wait, now?
She'll queen, do it.
She'll say, if you wish to participate in the demise of Grim Alice, or at least the hunting of her, then you may feel free to contact any of the elementals or Nuna to get in contact with us, and we can arrange said job, if you will. However, these individuals will be occasionally checked up upon at random intervals. Occasionally you may see Aquarion or any of the knights as they roam to see if things are, how you say, as, for lack of a better term, as projected as you all have said, and that you will be taking care of them, etc. For the time being, I am in the midst of arranging your ability to be able to traverse to our lands and occasionally shop here or mingle with the populace. However, none of you seem to have, unless you have other arcane methods, but none of you seem to have methods of breathing underwater for a long period of time.
I mean, I know of a way.
Likewise.
Could you do so for your companions?
Yes.
I could
Yes.
just drown if you wish, my queen.
Maybe I could just magically grow gills sometime, you know?
For that sake.
Is it possible to just fly over it?
She's gonna ignore that question.
I'll explain later, Creedon.
She's going to look over and say, for those who cannot, or who are incapable of being able to breathe under the water for long periods of time, that, or those methods will be provided to you. However, I believe that in the process, or in this case and scenario, you would have no issue with, correct me if I'm wrong, but you'd have no issue with my elementals or weirdlings traversing across your land if they ever need to.
Nope.
As long as they don't attack us, we're fine with it.
We will live peacefully and respect their authority and the mission.
Quite the opposite, even. There is still another group of individuals, though from what I can tell, you all look tired, bloodied, and wounded, so I do not expect this anytime soon. But there are still individuals out there, my people, that need to be saved. If you were to ever find them and bring them back as you've done here today, it is not out of the realm of possibility to ensure a bit of protection from some of my knights in the future. But that being said, you'll see as she begins to move her hand up and you'll see as the watery sphere containing all the bandits will begin to slow or immediately dissipate and drop them into the water as they splash about and to sort of pick themselves up. Say, you are somewhat free to go. Will be entrusted to these individuals' care, as they will make sure that no more of the crimes you all have committed will ever occur or happen again. Though you answer to these individuals, this one here, I believe they refer to as Ilva, correct?
All day, every day.
Will be your handler. You will answer to her. The last thing. And she'll eye them up and down, specifically Onyx. Be grateful that you are lucky this day. As I've mentioned before, if I had it, you would no longer be breathing. Now get out of my sight. 3. With that, you'll see as Queen Straftar will begin to slowly form and back in to the water, begin to slowly disappear. With that, you'll notice as the knights will begin to slowly follow her presence and guide her back to the underwater city. You'll look over as Onyx and the bandits are eyes wide, looking over towards you, confused, shocked, but also a bit of thanks on their face. As they all disappear, you all are free to do as you wish. What do you say, and what do you all do?
Oh my god, that was an experience.
Yeah, I believe that went well.
I think so. I think we did well. So,
Wow.
Oh, we got some new squatters. Okay,
Not bring down the mood, but
Everyone open up their manifesto to page 4.
Holy shit.
it's still
you-
snowing, by the way, right?
It's been snowing, bro. It's still snowing.
Oh shit, it's cold. I'm putting up another
It's cold
flaming spear.
outside, bro. Alright, flaming
Flaming
spear.
I am freezing.
It's fucking fire! Oh, never mind.
I put it in the water and let it become like a little central jacuzzi.
Isn't Phoebe Coppola?
That being said,
I am not in the water, so I'm not as cold, hopefully.
Nuna, can you boil, or does that hurt you?
nah. I mean, well, actually, fire doesn't really hurt as much as you'd think.
Alright.
I don't really boil, but if I'd prefer, I'd rather not.
Keeps flaming spear away from Nuna.
It's like, I mean, I don't want to die, but I mean, I you know.
Yes, but I believe it's now time for us to really rest. We are very worn and ragged.
So no mark message.
Zale holds his hand up.
Can we go inside and do that?
Yes.
I mean, I guess.
Aurora, I guess you would take care of your new wards.
Yeah, how's that hole? Is it filled with water, by the way, Siri? Did you remember? I can't remember. the one.
I would take
Which one?
measures to move water inside of the hole.
Yeah, you guys haven't. There's no water in there now. Farmer checked it out. There is nothing. But you also don't
Oh,
know
you
how
want that?
deep it is. You know that it's probably it goes far for a while because purple worm came through it, right? But,
It goes
yeah.
farther down.
Not farther down. It's like a tunnel, because it's a
Yeah.
purple worm, right?
I can't remember what was discussed though. How far, like how many feet to get down there?
I got away.
It's just a climbing thing. It's not that big of a deal. I don't remember the exact numbers or specifics though. And granted, with your feature, you could just fly down there.
Yeah, I was just thinking about my new squires. That's all.
Gotcha.
Oh no.
Oh, you wanted the water bucket?
Mako would probably say, you're probably gonna want to call them over. Something, I don't know. I'm gonna figure out a place, a bush or something to sleep in, I guess.
Just take a farmer spot for now, or ever. I mean, whatever. I mean, it's cool.
I would maybe suggest speaking to Bovi. Most of these rooms are domains. We can see some more accommodations for you as well.
She's gonna stay
Why don't we just like call the spirits over and build one?
There's that too. I look around and Bilroy, are you around?
Who'd you ask for?
Bilroy.
Bilroy.
Gilroy.
Billroy, gotcha. I thought you said the Royal. I'm like, wait, what? All right, you call for Billroy, and as you begin to do so, real quick, thank you guys, thank you Raiders, appreciate you. You guys are freaking awesome.
Welcome.
Raiders.
Welcome forth.
You don't say.
Welcome to Snowy Sands.
It's the snowy sands. Things are terrible here. So as you begin to call up the best boy Billroy, the senior builder spirit, you see as he begins to slowly apparate and appear from actually the ground itself. You'll see as he's adorned in his little Bob the Builder outfit and more, and he begins to sort of stand up, or excuse me, not stand up, but fly up and salute you, Sirius. Billroy, senior builder spirit, reporting for duty, sir.
Oh, hello, Bilroy. There's no need for such formalities, really.
Oh, sorry.
Would like to request something. We seem to have a couple of new heads in our cove, and would you mind seeing if you can make some sort of simple accommodations, at least for the time being?
Are you talking about like housing, like buildings? Are you talking huts? Or are you talking like, yeah? What are we talking scale here?
Actually, seeing if our materials, do we have enough for? What do we have enough for?
Well, let's see what you got. And also, I will say this, and you see he kind of has like a pencil and sort of blueprints also off to the side. He's sort of looking at. And also, while I'm looking for this to see your sort of materials, the head honcho's been a little bit on vacation recently, so he hasn't gotten the most recent additions to your sort of repertoire and the things that you can build and hire us to build. But when he gets back from vacation, yeah, I'll make sure to let you guys know.
Sorry, who?
You don't want to know that name.
Just the big bird or the big boy.
Just call him the first and leave it at that. Any more, and you'll die. Anyways,
Oh, great.
Totally noted.
Anyways, so I'm looking at it, and I'm not gonna lie, you flat broke.
I'm sorry.
You have
Broken. We have no materials
zero.
whatsoever.
Count it. 0 materials.
Oh,
You have soul
What?
coins though.
Oh.
I swear we just got some.
Hey,
but
that's
Oh,
what
well.
I'm saying.
Maybe I can see about producing more
All right, now I guess I can do.
materials.
Well, it's not all bad. I do have something I've been waiting to tell, the others, but they haven't really, had a home, or they haven't gotten back to us. I could arrange a sort of deal. I know, the Voden Knights, they have been complaining about having too much medicine.
Who?
I'm sorry. Very serious name, I know. Very serious. Okay, yeah.
Awkward look between Zale and Bilroy.
Anywho, the Voden Knights, they've been complaining about material or having too much medicine or something like that. You all have an abundance of medicine and also mana and even soul coins. I could arrange a sort of trade deal between you, trading resources for resources.
Trading
Is
one
there a
abundance for
different group that
another.
has?
Look towards Ova.
Who's this between?
Like, I mean, what about the other groups?
I mean, I can't give you too much information, but this has just been a sort of thing that we've been working on in progress. I mean, you've seen them at this point. They're the two groups, how you say, they have the little marked things. Yeah, the marked things. On the hands, there's two other ones besides the voting knights.
Mm-hmm. Would you not work with them as much?
Oh no, I mean, not as much, but I mean, we just got done working with, it was a bear named Grazwawawo. I think I got that. I probably butchered that name. Yeah, it's a long story. Long story short, we just helped them make a camp. They don't really use us too much, though. They like to sort of be, how you say, resourceful amongst the lands.
I see.
Yeah.
So they would have materials.
Hold on, make sure I got that right. More so, they have a lot of water, a bit of mana, lots of mana actually. The point is, I can't give you all the details. That's not really my sort of business to sort of be spreading out. But I can sort of, if you ever want to request any sort of resources from another group and start forming trade deals, I know a guy that I can get in contact with and make that happen.
What's their name?
Fuck
Or will
you.
we also horribly die if we learn it? Because if we do, I don't want to know.
All right, chat, give me a name for this individual. Fuck you, Max.
What the fuck do you mean? You're telling me you came up with this guy and didn't have a name? How's that my fault?
Oh man.
What a DM, lol.
Terrible. Gary, his name is Gary. I like it. All right, good job, chat.
Emotional damage.
He doesn't really like his name. His name is Gary.
Oh, well, I'm not dead yet, so okay, sure.
Gary McDuckface. But that's no, I'm just kidding. Anywho, I can talk to Gary. And get you set up.
Okay. Thank you. You're always a big help, Bill Roy. I'll give him a pat.
He sort of blushes.
No.
Yes, if that's the case, then
Don't
we
worry.
can see about trading.
Well, two things to you. He points to Sirius.
What? I'm sorry. If that is the case, we can see about trading materials.
All you got to do is just gather whichever resources that you want to give. Tell me which group you want to try to make the request to, and what you would want in return. So out of game, let me explain this. So basically, as you guys have been level 5 and you finally got back to your base, and you guys have mentioned it enough, or not level 5, level 6, excuse me. Now that you guys are level 6, you're at the part in Soulbound where you guys can actually start forming trade routes between other groups and more. Not necessarily having to do caravans, that's a whole nother thing. We'll get to that eventually. But you can have the spirits basically transfer resources. So again, like pretty much as Bill Roy is saying, you can pick a group from any of the games, either the Friday game, the Saturday game, or the Monday game. And you just say like, hey, we want to trade you 6 medicine stocks for 4 materials. Boom. Bill Roy or the spirits will just go over. They'll talk to them. They will make the request known, and then they'll come back to you next week with a response, assuming that they're not busy. Like in battle, right? It's gonna be they're fighting the Hydra. Hey, so you gotta
Make the trade. Make the trade.
So yeah, there you go, and that goes for any resource into any group. All right, so if you do want, so right now here, I guess to let you guys know what resources you do have, you have, oh, did I not write it down? My bad. Here we go. You got this amount, and I believe this amount. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe you have 9 stocks of water. I could be wrong, and then 7 stocks of food.
You mean that's gonna go to instantly 20 with this whole giant oasis?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Like it's gonna be ridiculous. Instantly 20. So you guys are going, this is the cool part, you guys are going to have an overabundance of water, which you can use to trade to other people for other resources. You can use that to your advantage.
Hey, I got the monopoly.
Boom! Boom!
We-
Easy.
We own the stock market.
We are Big Water.
Big Water Incorporated. Oh man.
We're
So-
so kindred.
Yeah. So you guys will have 20 water or 25 water now. You'll have 12 out of 25 medicine, 8 out of 20 mana, no materials, and 12 out of 20 soul coins. So I'm a screenshot it, and you guys can discuss on what type of decision you would like to make, or you can do it in character, whatever you wish. Choice is yours. But
So-
yeah,
I guess in the meantime, we can do this while having a rest.
yeah, of course, of course.
Question, just out of curiosity. So,
Mhm.
like, if we were just to trade all 25 water away, will we just instantly refill because we're literally right next to the oasis, or how does that work?
Oh no, I got you. Give
I'm
me
not
all
gonna
your
pick up
water.
Basically,
You
there's
had to
like
tell
three
him.
No.
We had the monopoly.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
Yes and no. See, water is a very valuable resource in the Forbidden Expanse, and water
Yeah.
is a limited amount. So you can, but if you go over to Straftar and be like, hey, we need 20 water again, and then you keep doing that over and over again, they're gonna maybe not be so happy about it. Having you to ask over and over, and on top of that, they may end up running out. You could, in fact, now this would be a long period of time, and depending on like the scale of trades, you could eventually run this oasis dry. Now, granted, you
Let's
guys
do
have
it.
literally 2 buildings, and however many, like 12 people, right? That doesn't seem like a realistic feat. But fast forward in the future, maybe like 2 levels, when you have like hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of people, that can be a very real thing very fast. You know?
Oh,
Damn,
I ain't open no
levels
good.
and we get that many people? Shit.
We ain't no open gated community yet.
Open gated
But yeah, no,
community.
I get you. I get you.
We're closed.
We're a private club.
A private club, you gotta get the AOK.
We need to run some papers before we do all that.
Oh, hey, Mako was asking, hey, how the fuck do these papers work? I want to live here. But yeah. So, any other questions about those mechanics while we're still talking out of game? About to go back in the game.
I think I'm good.
Alrighty. So, Bilroy is going to look over towards you. So yeah, if you ever need sort of that thing, let me know. And I gotcha. In the meantime, well, you don't really have anything to build with. Oh, there is this one thing. You all can start building like these little generators of the arcane. They're gonna be helpful in storing bits of magic and stuff like that for later. A lot of buildings, we're gonna need at least, you know, that as a foundation before you can get started. Make sense?
Oh. Okay.
Anything at least magically empowered. So, you know, if I don't know exactly how far you all are thinking here with you know, this whole base of operations, but it's stuff for the future, right?
That sounds like a farmer question.
I think Pondo would greatly appreciate that. Is also a spine stab.
Achoo! He just sneezes. He's just mind his own business. He's still tinkering, bro. Oh, if that's the
one
case,
thing I'll say there.
is there anything else you need?
Yeah, I was talking, but you ignored me.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Miss Ova. I'm see. we
Don't
gotta-
worry,
I
I'm
thi-
just so fed up at the moment.
No, you know what? You're right. I think we need to get better at our customer service skills. We are terrible. It is not up to snuff. We
Absolutely.
need to get better if we don't.
It's
wanna get
already a
replaced.
lot better than it used to be.
Well,
But
we
still,
were in the
we're not
gutter.
in that bar.
We're at like C rank. We were at like D, maybe E rank before. We're working.
Yeah.
it.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Oh,
Oh,
What?
absolutely. I don't know, personally, yeah.
I just sent it over. to you.
I thought it was pretty fine.
Well,
You have
thank
no
you.
standard series.
I used to live. I never
That's true.
had a building. This is more than enough, honestly.
Oh man. Well, they're gonna look over and say, and look towards you, Ovo, and inquire about your question. What you have to say.
Hypothetically, how long? So, if we had the materials, how long would it take for you guys to make a bigger building? Like
Mhm.
she's just kind of like looking around her people, like a bigger building.
So, like, are you saying to take one building and turn it into a bigger
A
one, or
new, completely new building.
completely
one
new
floor.
building? One floor. So, besides these separate from these two right here.
Yeah, like maybe like can I draw? Let's see.
Oh yeah, we actually have that. Let me go consult the notes for building.
I can't really draw.
Mechanics systems, mechanics, base building. All right. Okay. So let me explain. I think the base building mechanics are pinned. They should be. But you guys have access to a large house and a medium house. It's more so that you can even build a guild hall at this point because you guys are way past level 4. Yeah, you guys can build a guild hall if you really want to go that crazy. But it's more of a matter on you need the materials and the soul coins to do so. The time for all of them, the guild hall would take at least 2 weeks. Like this is out of game. It would take at least 2 weeks for the guild hall because that's a whole thing. For the large house and the medium house, it would take like a week or so. Now, granted, these times are a little bit skewed. This is me speaking as Sensei, because we have the new map builder, and they're having to redo a bunch of maps so we can start adding stuff onto it in the future, right? So you might have to wait a little bit on buildings you want to put them in like your request now, but it's going to be a couple of days or weeks before they actually get done and added.
Yeah, no, I'm just curious, like what the times and stuff like that.
Yeah, but for the most part, it's always going to be pretty much a week or two.
Gotcha. Cool. Yeah, that's all I had. Yeah. Cool. Sweet. Thanks.
Sick. You'll see as Bill Roy begin to look over towards you. Well, if you need anything, you already know who to call, and he's gonna just give you guys all a salute, and he is going to explode. He's gonna explode in electricity. Alrighty. That. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I'm gonna go get some shut eye. Alright.
Good night,
Sleep well, rest.
Krillin. I need to talk to you.
Good night. Alright.
Krillin. Hello.
Yes.
When we wake up, you and me, we're going on a journey together. You want to know what we're doing?
I'm interested.
We're going in my head.
Oh. Wait.
Mhm.
Okay.
Wait, why can't I go into your head?
How are you going to?
Meditation.
I don't know.
Ooh. Why do you want to come? I don't know how it works. I'll be real. It was just a me and Krillin thing did it, and like that island, and then we were both there.
I'll
But-
swear.
You're not the only ones who can do it, or
I have no clue, so I'm just gonna do the safe bet with Krillin. I don't know if you want to be there. You're gonna watch me beat someone up, and that's not very fun now, is it?
Yes. Oh,
You
that
get
wasn't
a
towards
headache.
me.
Just a random
Well,
sort of migraine for
well-
2 seconds.
I think he heard me. Oh dear.
Is he always hearing?
Huh?
Is he always hearing?
I think. I don't know. I don't know how voices in my head work. Besides, I can talk to him and he can talk with me.
That is something to look forward to. But yes, it is time to rest. I have some things I would like to try out for the next day
Mhm.
regarding at least more resources.
Well, I have Krillin on reserve for at least the morning, or however long it takes.
Oh yes, if you really need anything of my assistance, please do not hesitate to notify me. And I will look for Bobby.
Alrighty, so you're looking for Bovie. Now, real quick before everybody splits off and does their own thing, we only got a certain amount of time left in the session. Do you guys still want to do the red triangle mark thing? And then we'll pick it up next week, so when you guys go into your separate ways and do all that stuff? What do you guys want to do with that?
Yeah, we can do the red triangle thing.
we
yeah.
should do the triangle.
Should we?
Yeah.
I think
Why
we should.
not?
At least give him a hack
I
notice.
think we should.
Yeah.
That's your
I-
calling.
mean-
You don't have to be there. I mean, hey, you got some wardlings over there, new recruits.
You can deal with that. We'll deal with my voicemails. You know.
Yeah, just let him know about the hack. Let him know that you got some spooky stuff going up in the snow, and you might want to look out.
And I'll do the talking.
Again, it depends who you talk to.
I mean,
All
I
right.
mean, I think it's random who I talk to, so I can't really control that.
So,
if it's those
okay.
Voting Knights, lol.
Hilva, if you want to like move your token because you're just screaming right now.
Oh, sorry. I was avoiding the Billroy blast.
Hey, yo, the Modern Knights, though? LOL?
Oh man.
One now, Golden Knights.
One day game who? All right. So, if that's the case, if you guys are contacting the likes of, well, answering the red triangle mark and seeing who, who is talking. Zale, as you've done before, you begin to try to focus on the palm of your hand where the mark is, and as you begin to do so, you see as the red triangle begins to form, and as it does, it detaches itself, and you see these strange, ever-shifting, changing visions apparent. As you look over, here we go. The SenseiSuplex Classic. He's gonna do it. He's gonna draw.
That's what I wanted to do.
New text.
You text who this?
Well, this is awkward.
New text.
It's not red. Oh god, it's not red. I'm so sorry.
Ah!
Production value has gone in the toilet. I am so sorry. Oh my god.
Dude, we lost our
White
RTX.
Triangle. Ow.
Sorry,
give up.
Dale, it's my color.
I give up.
It's my color.
Anyways,
It was just-
motherfuckers. Oh no!
Whoa!
I fly up 10
It's a
feet
whale.
just in case.
That lag, dude. Yeah, we can't have that.
I give up. Alright, anyways, here's what you jackasses see. You look inside and it turns over towards individuals who seem to be in the likes of a sort of mushroom forest once more. Not necessarily near civilization, but just in a, mushroom-filled forest. Let me see if I can find the map exactly, and if not, then I think it might not be accurate, but I'm gonna just check real quick so I can give you guys even more of a visual than usual. Nope, not that one. Let's try this one. Is it this one? Nope, not that one. This one. Oh, wait, actually, no, retcon that. Not a mushroom forest. No. They are actually in the likes of a small campsite. They're in a forest. It seems to be sort of autumn, from what you can tell. But you do notice as there is a broken bridge by the or next to them and all that other good stuff. Besides those sort of things, there's a couple crates. There's a couple materials scattered as they seem to be packing a bunch of things up. You see this. Hopefully, I don't think this map is completely accurate, but okay, it is.
Ugh. Yuck.
There we go.
I see darkness.
Really?
Never mind.
Never mind.
Also, Ilva, did you? I just noticed the hand raising thing. Did you have something, or did you accidentally press it?
I was trying to figure out how to draw, dude, and I apologize. I don't know where I was going.
Okay, you're good. Who sees darkness?
Never mind.
Okay, dope. All right, you see as the individuals that begin to speak are two of them. One in a familiar individual in Zaman, as you know their name, but another individual in Azora, and you'll see this in a minute. Oh boy. Now, to bring back your memory, to like jog it forth a little bit, the last time that you talked to them was about the sort of tournament. You're asking about who were these people known as the Ops, and a couple of other questions regarding this tournament and how'd you even figure it out in the first place. That is what you asked. This is their response. Now, for those, I'm going to play this through Foundry. If it doesn't work, perfectly fine. I'm just going to drop the MP3 file in there in a bit, or in the Discord. So just remain quiet, and I'll let you know when it's over.
The ops are the starry ones, the ones that are afflicted, the ones that plague us all. The big bad evildoers that we're talking about are called the Zhao Dynasty. They are conquerors. They currently rule this land and plan to rule all of Voden. And finally, we heard this information directly from the horse's mouth, the Zhao Dynasty themselves. Now, since all of your questions has been answered and you have been a great friend, Zell, I'll let our final message be delivered by Azura.
Nathiba Morga. We do not know who's in your head. However, there's a tournament coming up real soon. Meet me there, and personally, I would make sure you don't have to worry about any more thoughts. Close it out, Zaman.
And with that, you see as the message begins to stop playing and freezes onto there. Now, for those who couldn't hear anything, don't worry, I gotcha. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna go drop this in chat. All right. Question, I guess, before I do it, did anybody not hear anything?
I heard everything.
It
heard the
did
bullshit.
cut off after the.
Yeah.
It called out for Phoebe.
Oh,
That was the
really?
popular place to cut
It
off.
cut off
I
for me
heard-
too.
Yo, that's
damn.
terrible. Holy shit. I know your heart jumped is like, oh, wait, hello?
And then nothing happened.
All I hear is
Yeah.
Phoebe.
Yeah.
That is unlucky. Okay, hold on. All right, I gotcha.
Oh no.
I'm in pain.
I heard
I
it. by the way.
heard the whole thing,
I heard
so I
it.
know what's about to happen, Raven.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna want to hear this one. I believe it's this one,
Yeah.
right? Hold on, make sure.
Yeah, just play
Cut
it
off
back in your
for
head
me.
for a couple of times.
The op.
Yeah, okay. All right. Here you go. I'm dropping it in Secrets in the Sand session chat. You can deafen and mute in the meantime. I guess for the sake of it, you guys can talk amongst yourselves in character while Phoebe is listening to that.
Oh. Did she just threaten Phoebe's life? I think she just did. That's a yikes, yeah.
Not to tell him, I don't really know these. We don't really
Well-
know these people.
Uh-huh. But the connotation of, and I will make sure you have no thoughts, is not very friendly and sounds more like a, I'm going to kill you so you cannot think anymore kind of deal.
It's concerning.
Yeah.
Was that a fucking threat?
Yikes.
I believe, so, Phoebe, let's just calm down and be...
Was that a fucking threat? I'm not calming down.
What happens if I say yes, it was?
We're not going.
We must go.
We're not going. We're not going. Creelum, we're not going. Why must we go? There's no reason.
There are things at stake at the tournament.
Like?
I don't know, Zhao
The
Dynasty. What's with everyone in this damn land and this stupid name? Zhao Dynasty, this is fucking stupid.
Seems some sort of faction and.
Hold on.
The
Real
I'm
quick,
holding.
Creelan, what were you saying? You were trying to speak.
Oh, I was just saying there are bigger things at stake. And I don't know if you stepped on me, but I basically said the ruling of the Zhao and other threats to our safety. That's what I said.
She's not the only one who's been threatening me.
But
I didn't even know what they're threatening me for. I didn't even know who they are. So
Why don't you ask then? We have them here.
I don't think that's gonna help much. I mean,
Maybe
they
s-
clearly we wanna, you know.
I
But they're
mean, is it
friendly
not
with-
worth a try?
we can
But
see
I
why
could
they want
a-
to meet
I could
Phoebe.
ask for you. They seem to be friendly towards me.
Oh,
I know
do they
that's
now,
not-
so.
Huh? Wait, no, I didn't hear you. What did you say?
Good for you.
Let us see about more communication and clarification about what's behind these threats. We
You
could.
Sean
I'm
has
not
a
really-
point.
Maybe it's just my way of thinking, but that didn't feel threatening to me.
I don't know. That the idea of snuffing out Othas is pretty threatening to me.
That it sounded extremely threatening to me,
What?
and I could be completely wrong, but I've had negative experiences with literally everyone except for you guys, I guess. So I wouldn't be surprised if they were trying to kill me too.
Well, why would they be trying to kill you?
I don't know. I don't
Let us
know.
let us find that out.
Yes,
That'd be
why
a
didn't we
priority.
ask? They can't hurt us through this.
All right. Fine. I just
Not
kind of.
yet.
I just kind of don't.
Oh,
Not
Get out of here.
Not yet!
I don't want to. I'm not sure if I want to know.
Good. Maybe at worst, if it was a threat, it would show that you are unfazed or didn't perceive it to be, and you would get the upper hand if it is. This is good.
can maybe
Yes.
save that conversation for another time.
So, you don't want to ask them anything about this at all? Because they could know stuff about your past.
I do want to ask them. I just scared.
You don't have to be scared. We're here for you. No matter what. That's a promise.
I'm not scared of them.
You're scared of your past self?
Yes.
Don't worry, I am too. I understand what it's like. And I'll be here to support you.
Wouldn't the combination of your past self and you now just be a greater person? Combining both those strengths, those abilities, memories? No?
That has got to be the wisest thing that you've ever said to me, Krillin.
Thank you. I attempted. I try.
Well, we appreciate you for trying. But I'll allow you to speak in the triangle, Phoebe. If you want me to speak for you, that is also understandable, and I'll do what I can for you.
I will speak for myself.
Okay. Floor is yours then.
Alright, hold on 1 second. Alright, Phoebe, just let me know when you're about to speak.
Now!
Go for it.
I don't know why I am supposed to know you. I don't know why you know me. I don't intend to harm you. I don't intend for you to harm any of us because of me. I just want to know who I am. And I believe we can discuss this when we come over to you.
Said. Is that all, Phoebe? Making sure.
That's all I have to say.
Got it. With that, as you begin to make this known and said, Phoebe, make a persuasion check.
What the heck? Why?
Trust
We
me.
know you lying.
I assume there's no way to assist with this, yeah?
No.
Yeah, fair.
16. Alright,
That's pretty good.
alrighty. With that, you notice as the visions begin to shift, begins to slowly almost close. However, you begin to notice something strange with the mark. It doesn't close immediately. Try to almost pull it back, Zale, but something's not right. And to try to look over towards the palm of your hand, and it doesn't seem to be acting or activating. It seems to be that or inside the triangle, there's 2 locations. You see the likes of a snow-filled taiga, but for some strange reason, you also see a desert of the Forbidden Expanse. Recently, you've only seen, the taiga and then also a valley, but for some reason, you see a desert instead. What do you say, or what do you guys do? Do you choose that place, or it's up to you.
Which one would you like me to go to? The desert is a new thing.
The desert seems interesting.
It seems like something we can inquire on.
Sure. He'll choose the desert.
As you begin to do so, begin to shift towards the deserts, and you begin to see an interesting scene. You see as there's several individuals, tons of them at this point, all interesting in nature. You've seen them before, but the location they're in, depending on who you are, can be quite frightening or quite promising. I'm gonna shift maps for a second. Secrets in the sands. Nope. Sent. Ah, boy. Here we go. You all see this.
Except me.
I gotcha.
Oh my god.
And me. Never mind. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God. You look over and you see as these individuals seem to be at a very familiar location. You look around and they seem to be where you all awoken in the likes of this strange desert. You end up meeting Phoebe for the first time. You look around and there's now I don't have it on the map, but there is a sphere sort of shifting in power in the central location. You notice as the runes are activated and more before they're slowly flickering out. Of course, it's yours on whether you want to say or do anything or just leave it be.
Isn't that...
Think it. What the fuck are those things as he points to the top?
Wow.
such strange creatures?
I feel very uncomfortable. I don't want to say anything. If they want to say something to me, that's perfectly fine, but I ain't saying anything to them.
Like the mark is still present, and we're seeing through it, and that's what we're seeing, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I don't say anything. I'll just point up my marked hand and show it to the vision, to the triangle.
Right. Granted, they won't be able to see anything unless someone actually says something to start the message if you leave something. So, Creelan, do you say something? Yep, sure, Kish, you're muted.
That should be on our
I'll
specific
unmute.
bingo board.
Yeah. I'll say something.
Alright. What do you say, Creelan?
How did you get here? Interesting folks, you all. What do you want? Where are you headed? Be careful of your choices and your answers, and I'll show my mark.
But you didn't need to make it sound that threatening.
And with that, you'll see as how far will be cut off, but you'll see as you show your
Oh,
mark.
yeah, I want that part in.
Oh god. As this begins to happen, you hold your mark up, Krelin, and the black star begins to peer into this void. However, one of your marks begins to also activate. Person who feels this strange sort of sensation, you notice as the light shines from the palm of their hands and begin to feel just a sort of piercing pain in your head for brief moments. Begin to see a vision. You almost begin to feel as if for some strange reason you know some bit of locked information as it's slowly unlocking towards you, making sense. Sirius, the blue mark upon your hand, you notice as the swirls begin to slowly start forming into a vortex amongst the palm of your hands. They start slowly almost expanding past the palm and over your entire hand for just a single moment. And as it does so, begin to know a couple of things. However, what those things are, we'll have to figure out next time on Secrets in the Sands. But, Animus, you get to know today!
Oh, shit. Oh, God, the knowledge of the Rasengan, get it out!
Oh, boy. That means that's where we're going to end today's session. Thank you guys again for all of you who were able to play today. Thank you everybody who was able to watch and tune into the stream. You guys are all fantastic. We're going to go run a D&D giveaway in just a moment. So, hey, go check out that. Go join if you want. Go get some D&D. All right, we'll be right back. Animus, don't remind me. Or I said don't remind me. Don't forget to remind
don't do anything.
me.
Don't do anything. I didn't say anything.
Don't forget to remind me to tell you what that thing is that you know. It's very important. Because finally,
Don't remind them.
your mark has been activated. I've been waiting for this for a long time. It was supposed to happen, 20 sessions ago, but a couple of dumbasses on a mountain.
What?
Oh,
Maybe
man.
we should have been smarter. I don't know what to tell them.
No, jokes aside, I'll be right back. Alright, thank you guys for everybody who was able to watch. Here's what we're going to do real quick. First, I'm going to say this. Thank you guys again for watching. You guys are freaking fantastic and amazing. But for those of you guys who don't know who the heck I am or what I do, because you might have came in through a raid, who knows? My name is SenseiSuplex. I'm a professional dungeon master who runs multiple campaigns, 4 in total, and they all are in the same exact universe that can affect each other in a multitude of ways. Me and a bunch of other DMs also run our campaigns in the same world, so they can all affect each other in big or small sort of occurrences and more. It gets absolutely wild. It's absolutely crazy. You guys can even be a part of it, as we basically have, not all the time, but we have occasionally a couple of open one-shot spots or even campaign spots and more as we're building this giant MMORPG known as Project Aurora. If that sounds remotely interesting to you, go do this for me real quick. Go hit that, go join the Discord. That's the first thing. Go join the Discord and get involved with the likes of the community. We would love to have you, as we have an awesome little group where we talk about D&D, we talk about gaming, nerd stuff, nerd culture, and all that jazz. It's super, super fun. A lot of great people in that Discord. We'd love to have you and have you be a part of it. Besides that, also, drop a follow on the channel. Drop a sub. Make sure to like the video if you're on YouTube. Freaking go do that right now. And hey, if you're on Twitch, I'll tell you what, if you don't like the video on YouTube, I won't allow you in the giveaway. So everybody, go to the YouTube channel right now, go like the video, hell, go even throw a subscription if you really want to. I put the link down below on the Twitch side. Like it right now, and you guys can get involved with this little D&D giveaway. I'm gonna give you a bit of time to go ahead and do that real quick. And then afterwards, we're going to start this little giveaway. Thank you again to Mithril Armory for being able to, help us out and provide a little bit of dice. So I'm going to let them take it away for just a moment.
We're so excited to bring you our second Hollow Dice Kickstarter and our 9th Kickstarter overall. Introducing Dragonheart. We worked with some incredible 3D modelers to come up with these beautiful dice that feature a dragon's head on every face. To start, we're offering your choice of gold, silver, or copper finishes, and they'll be shipped in a fabric mithril armory dice bag. We're looking to raise $6,300 Canadian, which is about $5,000 US, to place our initial order of dice and bags. Each set will be available for $45 for your first set, with an increasing discount for every additional set you back. When we hit our first stretch goal of $10,000, each backer will receive a free upgraded faux leather dice bag. We'll also unlock the polished silver and obsidian finishes. At $15,000, we'll include a downloadable encounter that's scalable for your party's needs. We'll also include a custom-made map for that encounter. At $20,000, we'll be able to create our custom wooden dice cases. They need to be oversized because these dice are bigger than most dice you get out there. We'll also upgrade that map and encounter to a printed physical map and printed encounter booklet, and every backer will receive that for free as well. After that, we have all sorts of things planned, but let's see where we get. Thanks for watching, and thank you for backing and helping this new set of dice come to life.
Alrighty, and wrong scene. Maybe try this one. Nope, still wrong scene. All right, we're gonna do that. We're gonna just switch it on over to this sort of thing. But yeah, thank you guys again to Mithril Armory for being able to help sponsor this sort of thing, or not sponsor, but basically help and decide to give out to the D&D community and decide to do a little bit of a D20 giveaway and all of that good stuff. Special shout out to you guys. Now, if you want to get involved with the likes of this giveaway, all you got to do is just put !ticket, and once we hit that 3-minute mark over on time elapsed, then you guys can jump on in. But if you didn't hit the subscription button on that YouTube or YouTube channel over there, you're not going to be allowed to win. So if I end up pulling your name and I see you're not subscribed or you didn't like the video, then you won't be able to win, and then we're going to redraw it to get it to somebody else. So everybody, go to the YouTube channel, go sub, go like the video, and then come on back over here. For those of you guys who, again, don't know what we do, we're on the whole giant persistent universe, but we're also over on all this sorts of types of social medias, as we're trying to basically build this giant living universe alongside you guys, where you can help out with the world building, you can build, or excuse me, you can really leave your mark on this grand universe and be a part of it. So you just gotta be willing to take the leap. You gotta be willing to join into the Discord, get involved with the community, and get involved with Project Aurora. There's no reason not to, so might as well do it. You can find me over on all types of social media, such as TikTok. That's where a big following of mine is from. You can also find me over on, obviously YouTube, but we also have an Instagram where we post up, things that we just do in real life. And also, if you want to stay notified for the games, you can go over to the likes of Twitter. We're actually streaming over there now. Is there anything else? No, that's it. I'll tell you what, I'll give you like 20 more seconds, so 3:40. Yeah, when it hits 3:40, I'm hitting the close giveaway button. But that's all I got. I guess other announcement at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah, 8 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. We're going to be having Valiant Dreams. That is the group that you guys just saw, who were surrounded around the campfire. Those individuals are actually going to be the ones in focus, as it's their campaign day. So go check that out. 8 p.m. Eastern time. Don't miss it. All right, we're gonna close the giveaway. Bam. All right, no one can enter the giveaway. We got 10 individuals over here. Who is going to be it? Now, first, let me check to see if you guys even like the video in the first place. Hell yeah, that's what I like to see. We got 12 people who like the video. That is what we got. And we got a bunch of you guys already in here. All right, so we're going to draw a winner. In 3, 2, 1, roll. Who's it going to be? Scar! 10% chance to win. Congratulations, Scar. Let me check if you are subbed. Yes, you are. And you like the video? Hell yeah. Good job, Scar. Okay, boom. So, Scar, here's what I need from you. I need you to join the Discord, message me on Discord, be like, hey, Sensei, I won the giveaway. If you can, please, or let me know what I need to send over to you. I'm gonna get to messaging you, and we're gonna get you your D20 or D20 dice and all that good stuff. So, everybody type GG's in chat for Scar, GG's in chat. Now, even even if you didn't necessarily win this giveaway, we have another giveaway. Do we have another giveaway tomorrow? We did one. No, we did one yesterday. Actually, yeah, we do. We have another giveaway tomorrow. We have another giveaway for Valley of Dreams, and then we have one last week of giveaways, and that is it. Yes, that is it. So everybody, make sure to tune on in. Make sure to follow the channel. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to stay up to date. But we will see you guys next time on Soulbound.